Make the motion to approve the January minutes.
I can second it, I got it. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
So, slow down.
We're on the road, boys.
We're in fish yet, dude.
Nick, did you do
Aye.
first or second?
I
We're trying to get down here.
You were first? On Tim second.
I read him last night.
Okay, okay, keep going.
Okay. We'll review and adopt agenda for today's meeting. Nick, do you have anything?
Nope.
Charlie?
I think we need to get load restrictions.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. I was first thinking that, yeah.
But that's down at the bottom. It's already on the agenda.
Yeah, but I do think we need to.
So,
I have that on the agenda.
okay, I guess I don't have. Let's see what's Nope, I don't have any. Okay. We approved the agenda for today.
I'll make the motion.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
We're rolling,
Mm-hmm.
Gene.
I'm up to speed now.
Okay.
Okay.
Should we go with the tractor lease?
Unless you want to, if Barry has something, did you have something, Barry, or do
Just my monthly stuff there.
you want to do that for Barry's first, because he wasn't on the agenda?
I don't know. That looks awesome. Everything looked good to me.
They had the township up there talked to Gene. That's why the truck wasn't moving.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because I did talk to the highway patrol about the big mine trucks, you know, and they can't even be on the gravel roads.
Yeah.
But nobody knows what kind of ticket to write to them.
Yeah.
So if we see them all right now, we can tell them just, hey, stay off the gravel roads.
Yeah. And the pavement too, if it weighs that much. Load restriction.
You took your-
Or else he's got a pass to go across pasture.
Well, that'd be the next question. Do they have to get a load pass if they want to load it across the highway?
What's that?
Them big mine trucks.
The mine
They have to
truck?
get a load pass.
So they all did it, road.
That'd be something that Sharon.
Sharon would know for sure, but I bet you, yeah, I would guess
Yeah, for sure.
absolutely.
Put a speed bump in there.
Yeah. Other than that, that's all I got.
Okay. Tractor lease. Thanks, Barry.
Yeah, I think.
So we don't have anything on the tractor lease yet, really.
Well, we just got that new sheet, the colored one.
Yeah.
That just came as an email.
Right,
That's with the Association of Counties, tractor lease program.
but nobody else has given us
Nope,
a bid, right?
nope.
So do
Double
we,
check my email.
I'd like to call Joe, I guess, and I guess there's still,
I do have a question though. I will have a question on that new truck, or that sanding truck. Do we have any, it's an email from the Barman Insurance, and I'm trying to get everything insurance-wise. And since the sander and the plow are portable, do we have any information on the plow or the sander?
Like what brand
Serial
there?
numbers, brands, anything like that? Because I did value them at for the plow and the sander, I valued it at $10,000 in insurance. Because I just split it in half for $10,000 for the truck
Oh,
and $10,000 for the
Sure.
sander and the plow. Because they have to go on a separate policy.
I
Because
put it at
because
$30,000.
they're portable.
We couldn't replace them.
Yeah, but you can't do much more than what you pay for it.
I know, I've made that mistake in the past.
Yeah.
You know,
But
get a
they,
deal on something and
yeah,
turn us at, and you ain't never.
I'll text Josh here.
yeah. Any information on either one of them, you know, serial numbers, brands,
Right.
anything like that. We need that for the inland marine insurance policy. I know it wasn't on the agenda, but that's just information that I need. I mean, it's cut, yeah, thank you. They're covered, but we just like to get, you know, they're covered under the blanket policy. We just like to have all that extra information because we keep,
You coming?
as soon as we call him.
He's not out here.
No,
He'll just. when we
he
call.
got the information though, so we
Yeah.
just call him down whenever.
Okay, and I just, it's
Yeah,
like.
I could add that to the agenda when we have time. We'll just call
Yeah.
him down, that new
Yeah, because
information.
he said he wanted to come to the
Yep,
convention.
yeah.
Light bulb just come on.
Yeah, no, I was thinking about that too, since we're
Okay.
ahead of the game.
Do we want to call, Joe at LA Plains in Jamestown? And see if we can put something together for us.
Did you get one of the fold outers?
Yeah, I got the chair that's gonna slowly collapse.
Oh, okay.
It's okay.
I wonder if we're gonna have to get new chairs, is there a guy?
I know Mike's gonna sit there, so I'm not gonna put him on that one.
Let's go
I was wondering why Daryl started getting taller all of a sudden.
Is that it, Rick?
Yeah, it looks like it.
So should I call Joe?
Yeah, maybe, dark contractor lease. Do you want me to call Jim?
Yeah, if you want.
Okay. While you're figuring that out?
I found a guy that deals in, he works for Gooseneck.
Jim, do you wanna come down? Okay,
And,
thanks.
He gets these low power tractors and pedals them for John Deere. I bought a tractor the other day. That books for almost 300,000 for $60,000.
Really?
So. I had to take it. Just haven't looked at it. There's everything they said it was.
Morning, guys.
Morning, Jim.
Hey, Jim.
Daryl's on the phone for just a second.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, say with Joe again.
We're doing two things at
Can I
one
talk
time
to
here.
him, please?
Multitask.
Hey, Joe, how you doing? Not too bad. Say, I'm sitting here at a commissioners meeting. I've been trying to call you, you've been trying to call me, but do you have something put together for a tractor? Great. Great.
Yeah, TikTok shop got hold of me, so.
Right, right.
I got one too. It's been Western United States.
Oh, pretty.
Did it give you one? I got a deal on
You gonna stick with that 155?
it.
Yeah.
$8 a piece.
Never wrong with a deal like that.
No.
Yeah, we're gonna go 400 again, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So can we do a contract in with you? Okay. I know. Well, yeah, get the numbers together and then, send me the numbers and then you got Gene Schoenhardt's email, the auditor's email? You do? Okay. Yeah, get us something so I don't want to push you today, but like I said, we're sitting at a meeting here. Sounds awesome. Okay, thank you, Joe. We're gonna get some numbers and he's gonna text them to me and then he's gonna email them to you, Gene. Okay,
When I reviewed I get reports every year of our production and how it's formulated. Well, NDSU messed up with 8 counties in North Dakota this year, and they didn't include potatoes. And that's a mainstay for us, it's a huge cash crop. Well, with their error, our land value went up to $359.79 instead of $356.42. And we can decrease our ag land reduction by 2 points. We can go down to 3% and slim through.
I thought we were gonna drop 5.
But with this correction, we don't have to go as far.
Okay.
So I was just wanted to talk with you guys if we wanted to go back to 3%, where it won't hurt us, our budget so much to do. Yeah, we can stay at 5. It's strictly up to you guys, but with this
It's gonna
error,
be really tight.
I'll go with the 3.
Yeah.
You
okay,
have to have that in motion.
yes. Or it's
Well,
still, it's a recommendation.
It's a
yet, but
recommendation, we're just at the recommendation
it's stage.
stage.
Okay.
But I just wanted to say that, with this error, it's in our favor.
Is residential gonna take a 5% though? Or-
It depends on what I need to do with it.
Yeah.
And commercial will
no,
too.
You know. Yeah.
But when you lose 5% of your base, it's hard to
Yeah.
make it up versus just
Yeah.
3% of your base is a lot easier than
Yeah.
5%. So like I said, I just got all the numbers about 5 o'clock last night and I reran them and showed Gene them. But NDSU didn't include them. So and we weren't the only ones, but it affected us probably one of the most with the irrigated potatoes and the value for them.
Yeah.
So, okay, that's what I needed, and I was just gonna tell you guys what happened with them and how we corrected it, so.
Okay, thanks, Jim.
Yeah, thanks, Ed.
You want back to your tractor?
Yeah, Joe's gonna get something together and he's gonna
Send it to you.
email me or text me and then he's gonna email Eugene. So we could probably make that decision today.
Okay.
So
So after you get the information.
after we get the information today,
Okay, I'm thinking it's gonna be the same as it
he
was
said
last
it's gonna be
time.
real close.
Well, he gave us a 9,400 last meeting for the 155 for $400.
That's less than last year, right?
Nope, same price as last year. Same price as last
Oh, okay.
last year.
Okay.
I thought it was up over 12,000 last year.
No, it's 9,400.
We wanna just go down and bring in.
Yeah.
Claire. Just clear out there. Yep, you think?
I saw one around earlier.
He was just heading up to second floor. He was asking when I'm gonna be out there.
I will text him. Unless Nick beats me up there. I sent him a text. He's on second floor.
Where'd you get those from?
Hmm?
Where'd you get those from?
TikTok shop.
Oh, okay.
Cody even buys his tires on the TikTok shop. For his pickup.
I haven't really heard a lot about the 250th anniversary.
Yeah.
In the United States.
I bought 4 of them. I've got one, Cody's got one, and you guys each got one. I could give you mine, Gene, if you want.
No.
I didn't figure you wore a cap.
No. You're fine. I have my cap in the car, if needed.
We were here in Steel for the bicentennial. I'm a mile away from where I was when all the stuff was going on TV. You would think I had been here the entire 50 years. Yeah, I was a mile away when the bicentennial hit. Yeah. Several tens of thousands of miles of moves in between, but
Yeah.
the same thing to the census. It's going to be crazy because it's, if you go by that, you think I was in California from 1970 to 2010.
Yeah.
But there's all this bouncing around in between the census taking.
Yeah. So they count you in California?
Yeah, because in 1970 we were in LA, 1980 we were in Stanislaus County, Central California. 1990 I was in LA County. 2000 I was back in Stanislaus. 2010 Stanislaus. And I take it back. 2010 they caught us in Colorado, and then 2020 we were in Omaha. So in 2030 hopefully I'll be here. But yeah, if you went by that, you wouldn't think we moved around a lot.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's all this up here, down to Texas, to Mexico, Kentucky, back to Texas, back to California, just all over the
You
place.
get arrested, you could get deported.
But, fortunately, I have a certificate that will clear me, I hope. Certified with the stamp on it this time. Because I had the original from the 60s. They don't stamp back then. You try to use your birth certificate from back then, you got to order a brand new one that has the raised stamp on it.
Somebody from Pennsylvania wants to talk to me about nothing. God, I hate that. These calls. I was checking out our roads. I tried to get a hold of Aztec again to see if they could do some crack filling, but I wanted to run that out by you guys and see what, I don't know. We need
Found
a
him
bid.
upstairs.
Yep.
Yeah, I sent him a text.
Used that.
You got your workout.
I've never been in it yet.
I haven't been
I
in
gotta go. That elevator, I've never been in it.
Oh, you haven't ridden the
No, I'm
elevator?
gonna have to do that someday.
Oh, I'll have to take you up and give you an elevator ride.
I've been up there by swooping it.
Is there one of
Did
those
enough
elevators
course,
you can
man.
walk
I
up and
rode it
down
a
the
couple
stairs
times.
twice and I haven't got all the way up to the
Since they
top
put the new-
Pretty good.
It's okay. I mean, it's. I've ridden in worse.
There's a hotel in New Mexico where you get on the elevator and maybe by the end of the week you get to the second floor.
Josh said he could bring it over too. He's working on getting the other stuff.
Oh, okay. I'll bring the information over it too.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll send it to the barman. They could. Yeah.
Now we can look at it and bring it up. I said we can look at it too. We can-
These are
Estimates.
for senior center estimates.
Whatever you wanna call it. Senior center building is what I call it.
I call it KCSS building.
Senior center food pantry building. Here's what I kind of need a little, but I asked him a question, that was his answer. Just to clarify.
They're about the same.
Is that to change all the lights or just
That's the finish.
to finish the lighting?
You're here, do you have any comments about those lights or anything? Anything you wanna,
The worst ones are
Tell us
done, the
about
bad
the
ones are
case.
done, the tough ones
No,
should be done.
it's pretty straightforward, you know.
okay,
Yeah. No, nothing.
That was just a question I asked. Anyway,
so how many get eliminated?
Pardon me?
How many would get
Oh.
eliminated?
yeah,
Well, the lights that are on the surface of the ceilings, we're ripping those out and replacing those with
there must be
drop-ins.
24. I think.
23 or 24
You have
total.
23 on the
So
corner.
everyone's gonna have a new light, just a, but you're
Yeah,
not
he was talking about how to
eliminating.
eliminate that one.
You're not eliminating.
24 and then it's.
No,
No.
no, the lights that are mounted on the surface, we're tearing them down and putting droppers in the
Just
like the
like this.
dining area.
They'll all be just like this.
But like the kitchen, we're just taking the existing drop-ins out, putting new drop-ins in.
That's why
Same
I
deal
said
with food pantry, right?
the tough
Essentially.
ones are done. The ones that were sparking.
So they shouldn't burn down right away.
How do you know which one you're sparking without?
I got insurance.
Well, yeah, that, you can always find that, but
Yeah.
we know, so you guys can keep that. You don't want this one, I just asked a question. is all.
No. Do we have? We wanna wait and see if we can get any funding or anything, don't we?
Or you just wanna do it?
Yeah,
Or this is
if we
application
have-
for
if we have the
gaming
money.
time.
We got an application for gaming to see if we could get some gaming. I think we should try that at least.
Yeah.
See what they say. And you guys look at any ideas, any suggestions, any remarks, whatever?
Take money wherever you can get.
And that should change them all.
Yes, sir.
There's one spot we could have one less light. With
Right.
all work. So it could be 22, but.
You'll have to make a motion to accept one of the bids, if that's what you're gonna do.
We do, okay. We have a motion to accept one of these two bids.
Well, you have to pick out your bid.
Jason's a little been higher, but you've been doing the work so far.
No, the other guy's been doing
Yeah, no, which did you mean?
it. Those
You have to
Jason's
pick,
doing
you have to pick who you're,
here.
you have to pick
Right now,
who
as we
you
speak,
are.
we should be doing
you
it.
Getting
will
the bids
accept.
for,
Yeah, you'll have to pick who you're going to,
So
which
we
bid
get
you're
that
going to
window.
accept.
right,
Today, hopefully, right?
Then you can give an update on, because I have that one.
Are you gonna write the letter for the grant, or you want them to do that?
Somebody would have better writing than me, but I can help them because I talked to Brian about it.
It just needs to be something
He's
attached to that
actually here.
grant application, then you can attach the estimate to it.
well, and
He said you can do it either way, but
like Claire said, we've done work and paid for it also.
he said put that on there.
Yeah, you can do that too, yeah. We could start the process, and if they do decide to brief,
We wanna see if we get it accepted first before.
we can either way. Yeah. Well, I guess my opinion is either way we need to do it. I mean, it's a fire maintenance issue. So I say we put in for the grant to fund it. Like we've done that before where we do it either way, but if we want to, if they can reimburse us almost, if that makes sense. If we get the grant.
Okay,
There was one thing brought up by Lori. Were you there?
I don't know
I
yet.
think when she brought up the fact about building it up, if they get that to change the,
Oh, the kitchen.
and I said, if that happens, they'll just have to move the lights, or whatever.
Yeah, that'll be coming in their
Because-
remodel.
Yeah, because it'll be they're just dropped in, wired in. But then we got to talking about the door. It's a main exit door. I don't know, can you put that in the kitchen?
that's for Bismarck Health and Human Resources are supposed to
It's a main
determine that.
exit.
Well, it's your guys' building. You have
Yeah,
to say,
I know.
you have
No,
to
we have
say
to
over
say,
the,
yeah,
you have to say over the building.
right,
They should have came to you guys first with the plans of what they wanted to do, with a drawn out plan of what they wanted to do to that building before they got rolling with this.
well, we got two bids here. We got one from, is it Hayward?
Hayward.
Hayward
And
Electric
he's done the other ones.
for $44.50. And we got the one from Stridel, is that what it is?
Stidle.
Stridel,
Stidle, yeah.
Still,
Stidel, for 47. So, is there a motion to accept which one?
I'll make the motion that we accept Hayward. I mean, we gotta, just a little higher, that's all.
Hey.
Just truthful.
No, don't bother me.
I'll second it.
With its taxpayer money, I gotta be a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, he's already done half the building
Right,
too, so he
exactly.
knows what's up, so that's totally
Right.
understandable.
But I do appreciate you going over there looking at it.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay. We got it.
yeah.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Okay,
You want to know about what we're doing here?
Yeah, give an update.
Jason's in the process of, we got that, do they all know we got that grant through the courtroom? I know you do.
It's in their books. I
To
put that.
change all courtroom involved lights, meaning courtroom, jury room, judge's office, Barb's office, the vaults. And we are in the process of, we got just the courtroom upstairs left.
3 lights in courtroom left and then upstairs is
And then
done.
we'll be downstairs.
Good.
So then the only thing left will be extension office, Jean's office, Vicky's office, Lauren's office, and some vaults to finish.
okay,
And I'm gonna have him give the estimate for that.
okay.
But that can't be in the courtroom. 'cause it's
Right.
not.
Okay,
I guess you would have saw one, I thought you were upstairs, just upstairs, the one in the hallway, the top of the stairs is you.
Oh.
I could have showed it to you, didn't think about it.
sounds good. Well, thank you, Claire.
Ready to go to work? Okay.
Who knows when they're gonna have something in the courtroom.
Right.
Pop up.
We're back on the same. Thanks.
Well, you wanna go down to,
Rather than maybe just like that.
you wanna go down to the raffle because that'll be our next part. Okay, we'll go to the raffle. I was looking at that, Sam, but they're just doing a cash one with 3 cash prizes, is that what it is?
Yes.
Got something, one little quick question, do you want me to contact Jerry and say they got it, or wait until?
You can contact them.
No, contact them.
Yeah.
Get
Next
it-
question
get
is,
it
do you want
started.
him to start no matter?
Yeah, I think you have to do it. I mean,
Start
you can
whenever
do
you
it.
can.
Yes.
And then
Start as soon as possible.
Yep.
Okay.
ASAP.
Okay.
You need a motion on the raffle?
Yeah.
You ready?
Motion on the- Okay, and that's raffle. And it will be held at, it will be held in the country, and that's why it's not gonna be held in town. That's why we have the permit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was wondering why, because I figured it would be a city. thing.
Okay.
Yes, it's going to be I just forgot how Brian said that, but it's going to be held out in his place instead of in at the Vets Club because it interfered with something with the Vets Club. And this is for the, he's the adjutant for the AMVETS Department of North Dakota. So this is a North Dakota AMVETS one. But
Okay.
that's why it will be held out there instead of in town, and that's why we have the permit.
I have no problem with it.
Same. I'll make the motion to approve the permit.
Second. I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Okay. So Dennis Aikens coming. Where do you want to jump to, Gene?
Let's see, we got raffle permit. Okay, you wanna go monthly state aid distribution, we can do that.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's get her done.
41,707.
Yeah. What do we need? Or just leave it in the general.
General doesn't look bad.
What's that?
So the general doesn't look too bad.
The building fund one, I didn't get the transfer made yet, so the building fund does have more in it than what it says on here
Oh, is that from the last time?
from the last time, yes.
Okay.
So the building fund does have more money in it than what's on your report. We're gonna be doing lighting.
Oh, Kidder Road.
Would lighting, that would come out of your building fund too. If you're gonna be considering doing more lighting like in the rest of the offices and stuff. That would come out of your building fund. Also,
We do have the building down quite a ways.
well, there's gonna be an extra 30,
Yeah, but I mean, that take it to 80.
Why don't we split it between,
31. No, last time you did 100% building improvement fund in January meeting.
we split it between building and our vehicle fund? Because we just spent the 20 out of there, put the 20 back in there and the 20 in the building? Or 21,770,
You can do round numbers
You know.
too, it's fine, yeah.
that makes sense? I mean, the vehicle's also got Barry's money in there for his,
Right.
new vehicle, right, Gene? That's why that's
Yeah.
higher.
You want to make a motion on that, Nick?
Sure, I will make a motion that we do 20,000 in the county equipment vehicle, and then the remainder of the 21,770 into building improvement. There's some sense in there, kind of.
There's a second on that.
I'll second that.
All in favor, aye. Opposed, same sign.
We're really down under Kidder Road.
We just paid off that blade.
You just paid off the blade too, but you're having some more tax.
We got money coming
in. Yet,
But 400 from the Gene that Vicky got the other things that major.
400 what?
She got it from Burlington.
That's tax money. That was to pay taxes. We didn't get no extra money, that was to pay taxes.
Paid taxes to
the county.
Yeah, but that goes to the county.
Yeah,
Yeah, where is, does it show in here?
well, it would be divided out to all the different entities, yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, it would be divided out into different entities. Who seconded that,
Charlie,
stated?
Charlie, I said,
Okay.
I think next month we'll try to put some in the road.
clerk of courts, we have to wait for that one for somebody, or what's the deal there?
Okay. So, we voted on that state aid distribution?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, clerk of court funding letter. That's in your. Let's see.
After I stay in.
It's right after state aid. We get a letter every biennium, from the state of North Dakota court system, Supreme Court system. And it's for you guys to decide on how to be paid for the, clerk of court services. Normally, what we do is the Board of Commissioners elect to enter into a funding agreement for a 27-29 biennium to receive a reimbursement providing clerk services. That's what we do in the past. That's what we've done in the past. So
And they don't have any control on what, with like salaries or anything like that? It's just,
it's money that we get monthly for the clerk of court services, and that helps pay for our recorder, clerk of
right.
court and stuff, and
I will make a motion that we go with the funding agreement for 27 and 29 biennium.
There's a second to that.
I'll second.
I don't want to pass up on money we can get.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
okay, now I need to, Daryl, I need to have you sign this letter then. I need to mail to them.
Okay.
Has to read these. Okay, 6 county meeting, you wanna go there?
You bet.
Okay. It is our turn for the 6 county regional commissioner meeting. And, we usually have it the second Tuesday in March, and that would be March 10th. Does that work for you guys? Because
March
you are
10th.
hosting the meeting.
What day is that on?
It's on a Tuesday. They usually start at 10 a.m. in the morning. I do have the Vets Club reserved for them, and they will make the lunch for us. If that date works out for you guys.
I have no idea, but just have to do go with it.
Okay? It's at 10 a.m. And I will need agenda items. Or items, something that we can discuss. I can maybe find a speaker on something. Does that work for you, Nick?
I'm putting it in, yeah. I don't have anything on my.
You don't have anything? Okay, Charlie, it works for you in that time?
I'll have to make it work.
Okay. Okay. The Vets Club, we're gonna do a soup and sandwich. Make 2 different kinds of soup and a sandwich, like a sandwich bar for us. And then, agenda items, something that you guys would like to talk about. I gotta contact the NDACO and see if they wanna come down. A thought crossed my mind was maybe weed control. And maybe see if I can find somebody to come and speak on weed control, maybe? If that would be
Weed
something.
and tree control. That
Okay,
would be.
maybe I can contact the state office there. You think of other agenda items for that? Because I'm gonna need some kind of agenda items to talk about for this meeting since we're hosting.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
So think on it and then let me know of some other things that you would like. You know, because we got a line of speakers
150th
and
anniversary of
things.
the United States.
TikTok.
TikTok
Come up with something that you think.
Okay,
I've been thinking about it, man.
yeah, if you guys think of something, if something that
We're
comes
just
up.
so
in the
efficient in this county that we do.
We have no issues at all, right, in this county? But if there's something that you want, you know, I can try to find speakers on something. You know, 'cause we've had, in the past, we've done like Will Pass, gotten hold of the legislators, but everybody's on Load Pass now that is in the 6 county
Right.
area. That's why I was thinking maybe weed control, because I know there's some issues, huh?
There's only like 2 counties now that ain't in North Pass, right?
Yeah, I think
That's
so.
it.
Well, several townships in North Dakota, or in Kidder County, right?
Well,
We're
they're
still
in.
debating, I mean,
They're in.
Well, they're going to be talking about it at their March meetings, I'm sure is what they're waiting on, so.
That's what they're being forced to do.
Are any of the counties, the other 6 counties, having to deal with the water issue? Like
Water
you guys are
issues?
With Stutzman, they want to move the water, would that impact anybody?
I don't think it would impact any of the other
Water
counties.
impacts everybody. though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You know, one shape or form. You know.
yeah.
Except for the tap.
yeah, I could maybe talk to,
I'm sure Josh Whitmore, he would like to come and speak at our meeting. Yeah, no.
sorry,
maybe we should do something on the zone thing, Gene.
on zoning,
Zoning, I mean, that was a big hot topic at our.
South Country, okay. Zoning,
I mean, because some are saying that they have a zoning board, some say they dissolved theirs, you know, like,
mhm,
that sounds like a lot of issues.
yeah,
Uh,
the zoning and stuff, and then, what zoning would be needed, like, for big projects?
Yeah.
And then this pipeline that's going through,
That's what,
what do we all need to do? I mean, other than Load Pass is gonna watch those.
I've got an approach on that, you know, now that you just said that.
Yeah.
I think I have that information in your,
Yeah, did WBI send out these letters and
Yep.
stuff, you know? Why didn't they have a meeting in Kidder County?
Yeah,
Why did they have it in Stutzman and
yeah.
Burley, but nothing in Kidder?
just.
And I've been thinking about contacting the guy and saying, hey, we gotta either go to Stutzman or Burley. When they're coming to here.
Yeah, I've got that letter here.
I got 2 of them
You're special.
over there. One is a landowner and one is a commissioner.
I got 2 of them too. Vicky got one.
Yeah, Vicky called me.
I have copies here of the extra copies of that letter too.
When somebody does, and I didn't look at, somebody said that they're actually going further south. I guess I never looked at the map.
Yeah, they dropped across. Here's the
Yeah.
map right here. It's in the letter.
I never looked at the letter yet.
But we can look at them later.
Yeah.
We can look at them later. I do have them in here.
You wanna get going? You keep looking at the clock.
No, I just, you see me look up with that, what time is it?
We're on a roll today,
I guess.
but I have the WBI. We can add that to the agenda, the WBI letter.
You have a guy that would put the water for two, put that on the agenda.
What?
You have a guy that would take the water for a position. Should we have that, should we make a motion and put the guy on?
Well, yeah, when you, well, I just put water board there, so,
Okay.
okay.
You gotta go take,
Dennis or Pat, whichever one.
I think Dennis kind of said you want to
Yeah,
go first.
Dennis.
Pat does too.
But Dennis, out of respect, Dennis
Right.
put in his first, I think we should.
Right.
Okay, all right, well, we come up with more agenda items, we can add them later for the 6th county meeting,
Sure.
so we can. And then I will see if I can find somebody on, maybe from the state, come to talk about weed control.
That would be a good.
Yeah, because everybody's got weeds.
Except
Well,
except the kind we can smoke.
Kind of these topics. Kind of these topics. Okay.
Somebody write technical difficulties, I'll put it in front of the camera.
How many second delay do you got?
Well, that's my turn to talk. No, these signs, it would be another
That's
one,
signs,
Yeah.
signing,
because, you
you have to go to
know, we
LTAP
had,
and signing?
we had that deal with the Pettibone issue, now with this railroad track deal, you know, would be kind of interesting to know.
Okay, I'll contact North Dakota LTAP, they'd be able to do that, so. Okay.
Yeah, we can go on,
Go start,
we don't have to wait for anybody else for for
no,
Mike, do we?
no,
Mike, you wanna bring up a chair? Don't sit in that one, Mike. Bring up one of those other ones.
So,
That one there,
just slide the one you're on, in,
that one there, you're gonna sit on the. Yeah, Lord, sit on that one.
That's the one that drops down and sinks, is what it was.
You look a lot shorter than you were earlier. Okay, Mike. I wanna get one thing before I forget. I talked to you at the meeting about that email I got.
From,
Mike,
trying to
I
think.
gonna make me pull it up. You said that you would handle it.
Oh, for the roads. Yeah.
Yes.
I'll put that, I'll work with Gene on that. Because I think
Do you want me
it's,
to pull it up here?
Gene's probably got the password for it.
What are we talking about?
It's,
I'll pull it up for you.
what do they call it?
Upper Great Plains,
Yeah, Upper Great Plains, they've got that grit.
or the grit?
Yeah,
Oh,
Oh, you
okay.
know what it's about, so I'm gonna have to pull it.
No, but I know what grit is.
yeah.
It come from grit?
Yeah.
Okay, that's Upper Great Plains, Upper Great Plains.
I'll give it here in a minute.
Yeah, I'll probably have to get your username and password for that,
Okay.
if you can get that, track that down.
Yeah, I just have to go get my book.
Yeah, just, I don't need it today, you know, when you get a chance, just send it to me.
Upper Great Plains Transportation Institute.
There you go.
Yeah, I just did that for another county, so.
All county needs study.
Yeah, they basically want, you know, we back, 3 years ago, I guess, we entered all your stuff
Mm-hmm,
and, they want that updated now
okay.
for what we've done in the past
Yeah.
3 years.
Is there something you guys need out here, like any of this?
No. I don't think so.
Okay.
I think we got it.
Yeah, I should be able to, just as long as I get the username and password.
Mhm.
Get it.
Yeah, I think so.
What's out of Fargo?
Yeah, it's through NDSU.
It's through NDSU.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the grit.
So I can delete it?
Well, you can forward it to me if you want to. If it's an email, you can just forward it to me.
I should do it.
And probably once I get it done, I'll email you, and then you can email them back and tell them you're updated.
There you go. Forward it to yourself. Look pretty, pretty important down there, as small as you are. Everybody's been moving that chair down and down.
Should move that one off the door. Get a different one.
Thank you, Charlie.
Yeah.
Well, we've got several in here that fall down now.
It's just 4 copies of the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Just a password.
So it said it's sent. Okay, it's gotta come through yet.
I guess they're the same thing, so.
What do we do?
There's for the flex funding and stuff.
Oh,
Or look them up.
One of those is for Gene, Daryl.
what's that?
One of those folders is for Gene.
Oh, okay. So this just has all the projects?
The projects and the award letters. And then,
They're the same?
One's for Gene. and one's
Yeah,
for-
Sweet.
No, for
No,
you.
you get to keep one.
Oh, I get one. Oh, well, thanks a lot. You want this back?
do you want to talk about this now or are you good for this?
Ready. As soon as Gene's ready. Ready, okay, wait, for who? Who's going first?
Well, I'll just tell you quick what's in that package. So the first thing is a draft of this MOA that we'll talk about. And then there's just a summary of the projects and the amounts. There's the yellow. Yeah, that's just like a high level summary. And then the next one, the legal size one, there's a long sheet in there with like blue. That is the flex funds. Those are all the projects that were awarded. Can you see that like unfolded, Daryl? Yeah. Above that black line are the county awards. And then below that black line are the township awards. And then in some of them, you can see where in the application ID number column, there are 2 numbers. That would be like one recipient of 2 grants.
So we didn't win any as a county.
No,
We got township stuff.
and it's interesting to note that we won 20% of all of the grants for the township.
I thought we had a couple.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's huge.
That's huge.
And then in the thick clip stuff, those are the application. So that's like kind of the like a snapshot of the web page that was submitted with the application. So that they'll have descriptions of the project. Like what it's the exact description that we gave to the DOT, but so you can like read about what the project was and what the rationale was for it and stuff.
You must have did some pretty good talking. You know, this many townships.
Is there anything,
Something like
What was the total value?
6 million.
6 million.
was there anything given for flex, for FEMA?
Yeah, don't have final numbers yet. I think it's going to be over 300,000 and possibly significantly. So like one thing about the FEMA stuff is there's the repair portion of it, and that looks to be around 300,000. And then there's a mitigation portion, and they've already approved Kidder for 100% mitigation. Now, what the final numbers would be, they may do less than that for this or that. But, so mitigation again is like work done to prevent future damage. And in these cases, it basically means riprap and or reinforcement fabric. And so what the 100% means was that, like, if you had a site that had $100,000 in the repair cost, that they would give you $100,000 for mitigation work, an additional $100,000.
Yeah, sure. And we've got a few of those spots.
Yeah, basically all those spots are like, and it only applies to the disaster sites.
Yeah.
So all of the sites that are, in this, there would be, additional riprap, provided. So that 300,000, that's just the repair portion, and then somewhere between 300 and 600,000 would be like repair plus mitigation. And I don't know what they're still working on the mitigation stuff, and like, we should see final numbers in the next month or so.
Okay. Good.
And then we had a meeting on Tuesday with Ben Sampica, who's the Flex Fund guy from DOT, and Mike from Wald. Daryl was here. Representatives from all the winning townships, and Donovan King. And so I had set that up, and the idea was to have Ben like describe the process going forward, and to have Mike there to have the discussion of how the engineering stuff was going to work, and Donovan for a contractor's perspective and stuff, and then everybody in the same room so they could all hear the same thing and get off on the right foot, hopefully. Yeah. And so one of the things that came out of that, well, maybe I should step back a little bit. But so in the applications, they were all basically written as like small projects. And in state law, like there's small projects are under 250,000, large projects are above 250,000. Might correct me if I say anything wrong here. And the catch there is like there's a lot more involved with a large project. One of those being that there needs to be engineering work done to put the bid together, and that involves all kinds of environmental stuff. And so basically those engineering costs weren't accounted for in the applications, but DOT, they're very understanding about that. So they're like we, they understand they're working with townships, so it's like no big deal. Like we'll pay for the preliminary engineering as if you had requested it explicitly. But then a question came up, was like, okay, how is this going to work? Or is like each township going to have a contract with the engineer, or is the county going to contract with the engineer on the township's behalf? Or how exactly is this going to work? And so there was a unanimous agreement that the county, that there just be one contract, county and law, and the intent there was to formalize that by sending the townships a memorandum of agreement so they could kind of have something in writing that they can't come back and say, oh, we didn't agree, whatever. That they were kind of squared away on that, and they could take it to their township board, and just everything's like nice and square.
Sure.
I did run it by Mike. Gene's still kind of taking a look at it, but each of you has a copy of that, so you can take a look at it too. And I think that pretty much brings you up to the present.
The only thing that I can say, when I was at the meeting, I suggested that they all went with Mike at Gold Engineering, so that we didn't have different engineers coming in. being we contract, that was just a suggestion, and the other thing was, I said, if the county does it, it's all or nothing. All the townships either come or none of them come, because if you start splitting them up, am I correct here?
Yeah.
If you start splitting them up, we're gonna have 3 of them wanting to go with the county and 7 that don't wanna go with the county, and I think it's gonna be confusing, and I said, I can't talk for you two, but I said, I
I
hope
agree with you.
they agree, that,
Yeah.
if we're gonna do this as, on a county level, it's pretty much, everybody has to do it as,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, and I think for where we are now, it's like there's unanimous agreement to do
It was.
it, like explicitly, and, but it's like, that wasn't a formal proceeding, like, we don't really have any kind of like form, and this, this is the way to formalize it. So like, until like all of these are back from the townships, are kind of in like a little bit of a weird place where it's like, okay, everybody's agreed, but it's not in any kind of formal way, and like, so like when exactly we want to move forward with contract or what, I think is the question.
Yeah. And we'll have to work up numbers and, bring a contract to you guys for your approval. And then what happens is, when you guys, if and when you would approve that, that goes to the DOT and they have to approve it as well. Concur with it, I guess, is what they do with the cost. So that's kind of the process. Yeah, I have started looking at it, even though we don't have a contract. And, I do have a Teams meeting scheduled with the DOT next, I believe it's Wednesday, to just discuss, the scope of what they're expecting from us and what rules we have to follow when it comes to all the environmental stuff.
you have to have a contract from each individual township.
No, I think that's what this will do.
This will do it.
Yeah, you guys have that with an agreement with all of the townships, and then we would have one contract with you.
Okay.
And then we'd have to split out each site in that.
Do we have to approve this?
Yeah, this would be between the county and the townships, so presumably you would sign it for the county, and then it would be sent out to the townships for them to sign and return.
You'd have to do one probably for each township.
So I guess I want to get it rolling. Donovan would probably like to see things rolling to try to see, if you would.
I know you answered this question in the meeting, but I don't remember what you said. I have a lot of people asking me when they thought that a rough bid would start.
Yeah, and I looked at a lot of these, and a lot of them, if not all of them, have U.S. Fish and Wildlife easements and stuff. So I don't know how much
June.
I don't even know if they'll happen this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to get through the processes.
Yeah, and that was the expectation that was set in the meeting too.
Yeah.
It was like, best case was like early summer, and worst case was next season.
Yeah, I looked through all of them, and we can't get out to delineate wetlands until the frost is gone. And then
The sad thing is, Mike, and I know your hands are tied, I understand that, but the sad thing is some of these roads are gonna actually get wrecked more.
Yeah.
Because we're not gonna get them fixed, because of water splashing up on them, this and that. It's a frustrating thing for everybody.
yeah, for sure.
I think what the townships were thinking, and I guess I was kind of thinking that too to start with, is, they're gonna just tell them that they had to raise it so much and widen it so much, and they're gonna let the contractor do it, and they're gonna go, after it was done, they were gonna go inspect it, and that's, I think I'm talking for a lot of people, but I think that was kind of their.
Yeah, I mean, it's so simple, right?
Right.
Well, it's like the last ones we went in for peace. They were simple, but they were low dollar.
Yeah, and then it's simple, but once you get so big, and then there's other money coming in,
Thank you.
there's more eyes looking at it.
They give
I
me a
don't-
good answer to give.
Yeah, and I hate to see that, but I mean, we'll do our best, but I just don't see, by the time we have to delineate all those wetlands. I mean,
So,
Do we need a motion to approve this agreement, Gene?
Um,
I wouldn't consider it ready yet. This is, so I want to
That's a
know about the
rough
state's
draft.
attorney
After that
too.
meeting.
So, yeah, it's
Yeah.
just a draft.
it's a draft.
Go through these.
I mean, maybe to like move forward with this or something if you want to, but as far as this specifically, it's not ready.
It's not ready to.
That's where my folks are, yeah,
Consensus of the board is to move forward with the project.
way back in the day.
We'll just do that.
Mhm.
So one of the takeaways,
Mhm.
one of the takeaways from that meeting too was that, the DOT, so local match is capped. So whatever the townships had committed to for a local match, like if it goes over budget, to, additional unforeseen cost, et cetera, it doesn't add to that local match. Those numbers are low. And the DOT guys sounded like they had a high tolerance for, cost overruns.
Yeah.
That was the impression he gave. Like the impression was like if it was 2x, probably not a big deal. 4x, well, maybe we'll probably need to talk about that.
None of the estimates had engineering or anything, and if there is fish and wildlife easements, there's gonna be some mitigation there. And, yeah, what that looks like. US Fish and Wildlife easement is a little harder to mitigate. Can't go to Ducks Unlimited. They have to mitigate it in-house or a different way. So it's typically cheaper, but it's a longer process.
Val Wire asked her a question, and I'll kind of explain that. She asked you if you had to publicize them on your website.
We don't have to, no.
And her concern with that is there's been so many problems with out-of-staters and local guys.
Mm-hmm.
Leave it at that. Don't finish the work.
Mm-hmm.
And she was hoping not to outgrow that any more than we have to. Try to stay with
Yeah,
what we can go back, you can go back to and say, hey, fix this.
And we can do it however,
It's not that it won't get out, but at
the
least it's
owners
not.
direct us, I guess.
Do you think the local contractors have the capacity to do $6 million worth of work in 2 years?
Nothing else, they just raise the price. Get it out there.
With having an engineer overseeing it, am I correct by saying that's, it's a big plus because then they are going to have to do it the way it should be done.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
don't issue payments or anything.
Right.
Yeah, and then there's penalties if they don't get it done in
Right.
a certain time frame.
So it will be monitored better with an engineer than
Mm-hmm.
the way it was before. Well, could have been probably.
You're gonna be able to find enough rocks.
We thought we had the ones on
Another concern.
Well, they're going to pull quite a few of them up. I would guess not.
What's that?
They could pull quite a few of them up.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of rocks.
Yeah, I don't know. We typically leave that up to the contractor.
Right.
There's a half section just north of Driscoll, there's gotta be 100 rock piles and they're big.
Mm-hmm.
But you can pull most of them up, not most of them, quite a few of them up on some of those issues.
So I think another issue that's going to be coming up as we move forward is like management of the projects. So you kind of think of it in two pieces, one being the engineering and the other being the construction, like kind of construction management, right? And so there again, it's like, is it going to be the townships that are each managing the own thing?
And I guess I was hoping, or I was thinking that contract we signed would be for us to oversee the preliminary and construction engineering. So we would kind of, manage the construction process.
Oh, okay, so that would be the whole, like, I guess I knew that, but I wasn't sure like how to interpret that as far
Yeah,
as like,
the only hiccup there is who's gonna make the payments to the contractor.
meaning like,
Well, like, through this, I think you guys will make the payments to us, and
Thank you, Mother.
you'll get reimbursed through Flex. But when it comes to the, we bid this out, that there's gonna be pay estimates that the contractor has to get paid. And I guess that hasn't been ironed out on who's gonna manage that portion of it, whether the county oversees the whole thing and issues payments, or if each individual township does that.
Well, I think the money needs to come through the county regardless, as I understand it. So exactly like how it works, like once it's to the county, is maybe a different question, but
Is it sent out to the townships and then they have to make their payment, or is it
Well, I think
gonna
that's-
handle it?
I
no,
don't
it's,
think so.
It can operate that way.
well, it's a reimbursement thing, so I don't think it's ever like where they just send them the money and trust them to spend it
Right.
like we're not supposed to. It doesn't work like that. But, like if the township had their own, if they were dealing directly with the contractor and they paid their invoices, submitted the invoice proof of payment, county reimbursed them, that's one way it could work.
But there again, I go back that if you're gonna have some townships doing it, correct me on this, Mike, but if we're gonna have some townships doing it, and we're gonna have the county doing some of it, can't we just do it all through the county or none of it through the county? That's, because if you're gonna have, let's just say Tanner Township, who wants to, we're supposed to send them the money and then they wanna settle up with the contractor, but then the next one wants the county to pay the contractor, it's either, in my eyes, it's one or the other.
It's a township job, which in my opinion should, just what you said, county gets the money. County gives it to township, township gives it to contractor. Or you flip it to what you were saying, where you handle it, but
But the money wouldn't go through us, we would just oversee the construction and issue.
And you would come in like you do with us right now
A
and say
pay
X amount of
estimate, say
dollars
this is
goes
what's
to here.
been done to date, and the contractor should get paid.
the last two flex funds I did was, you guys got the money, Peace got the money, Peace paid me.
I'd like to,
Is that the way it is?
I'd like to do it the way we do it through you. Right when we have a county job. If the money's coming to the county, then Mike says that this bill was submitted or what, and then the county pays directly, or it doesn't matter, but
Yeah.
there's just, to get less of,
But I
the
think
least
your,
amount of leg rooms, or leg steps that we have to take to get it done.
But he's
but I
gonna say
think your
yes.
townships need to have some responsibility in this too, and the county
Yeah.
not take over
Yeah, see,
everything.
the townships do have money that they will owe as a part of
Yes.
this, I think. So they would have to,
Yeah, and some of
somebody's
these,
supposed to pay the county that money.
But just say I did a job and I was $100,000 into it, that bill can't be submitted till you say yes.
Yeah.
You did do
Yeah,
it,
we'll do a pay
which
estimate.
now gives everybody in the circle permission to finish the payment. County, township.
So like I can't get,
The only, going all the way down, it just it can delay the payment for the contractor.
But you put that in the bid. It's delayed payment.
So what would the, okay, so basically to Daryl, to your point, like you're saying that the kind of all or nothing thing, like this represents like the all of it for both preliminary engineering and the whole construction management portion of it. And so I think one, we probably need to make that clear to the townships. Granted, it's in here, but I don't know, I didn't fully understand that myself, so I'm guessing that they probably don't understand that fully either. So say the townships, what is their role then, or how does their interaction work with, say between them and them and the contractor? That goes through you, obviously.
Well, they're the owner, obviously. It would just be like a county project. Ultimately, they're gonna have to approve, when the work's done. We'd have an on-site visit with their representative, and they have to accept the project. And they can be out there as much as they want, and, or
Yeah, so they're basically just like at the table, you know,
They're the
through the
owners, so
stage.
yeah, they're ultimately, it's their project.
But it's like they're not like chasing after the contractors and scheduling and doing all that kind of stuff. So that's what. Like, can you kind of like,
And I'm gonna ask that if, you know, what the requirements are on that Wednesday meeting, for construction management. I don't know if you have to have an engineer oversee the construction management or not. I think you do, but I'll have to check.
Yeah, usually.
Yeah,
We were talking about having another meeting in what, 2 weeks or something?
yeah, we can schedule that after this. You know, when I'll meet with the DOT. And maybe you wanna be on that call just to hear what they're, just
I think like in these payment things too, that would be a good thing to discuss like with DOT in the loop, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I think they were open to doing it either way. Whether they have a contract with you guys or you guys and the townships.
Yeah, okay, so I should say like, just assuming that, you know, that this arrangement is what we move forward with, then like, how do you see payment working for the construction phases?
For the contractor,
Yeah,
well, I'm assuming, you know, we prepare a pay estimate. You know, we get approval from probably the township and you guys. And then we'd send that into the state requesting reimbursement. They'd issue a check to you guys and then either you guys send it to the township to pay the contractor or you guys would pay the contractor. And if you guys would pay the contractor, the township would have to give you their cost share. That makes sense.
and I think my understanding too was for those like kind of piecemeal costs that like the local share would be applied as like a percentage.
Mhm.
You know, so they're kind of whatever percentage of the overall that they had committed to as a cost share, like that percentage would be applied to each individual bill until they get to the maximum of what they committed to.
Mhm.
Okay. So what do you need, Mike, to get along?
Well, I suppose if you guys want to approve, you know, that agreement, and then you guys will have to, you know, get all the townships' signatures on it, and we'll work on getting a contract. I'll bring should be able to bring a contract to the next meeting for engineering to get going on it.
I think with this is like pretty much all the townships should have meetings, you know, this spring. So my goal is to get this out to them like this week, so they would all have it in hand for their next meeting.
Yeah.
But that is kind of like, it might be, I don't know, what's 6 weeks or,
They have their meetings in March, anytime in
But I
March.
should did probably have a special meeting just to get it going. I mean, they went their bite, you know.
I mean, I have heard explicitly from some of them that they didn't want to have to set up a special meeting, so. But by the end of March, they should all be.
Yes, by the end of March, they need to have their annual meeting. When their annual meetings are done,
Yeah.
they usually have them in about the third week, or the second or third week of March.
No, that said, if it needs to be before the end of March, like, I mean, we could insist on doing a special meeting.
I know.
So I think that's a
And
question.
what I seen this stress that day was they wanna, you know, they were hoping to go like yesterday, you know, type deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
And that's where
when it doesn't require.
I know, but I mean, that's where, if they wanna get going, they'll have a special meeting.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, because I don't know if you guys should sign like the official engineering contract until it's all approved.
Okay.
You know. So,
And we've got this, was it next week? We've got that Association of Townships meeting.
I don't know when they have it.
I think it's,
I've never done nothing
No,
yet.
oh, the TOA, you mean,
Yeah.
their spring meeting?
yeah,
That's not until March. It's
Okay.
usually after their
They've got
annual.
one today. What's that one? What is that meeting?
There's something today in Steel.
They've got
I
one.
have no
It's
idea.
like a workshop or something.
Yeah.
They have a workshop for the townships to
Okay.
go to.
Right. What is that about?
I have no idea what their spring, their,
Well, I think the bottom line is that this should ideally go through the meeting and like a formal process, vote on, approve.
Yeah, it should be voted on, for sure.
So it's not like you can just like catch them in the hallway and just.
Right.
Because they should have the approval in their township minutes,
Yeah.
so they should.
Yeah. Yes, so I think that, I think end of March is probably the soonest that we can expect this to all be squared away. And does that
Or
doesn't
like
really
the-
add more than like maybe a couple weeks or something until.
Yeah, and I probably am gonna, even beforehand, I'm gonna try to meet with them and be at the school on all the sites, I guess. Just so we can get rolling on it.
So, on your end of this, Mike, I asked you that day, are you guys like overwhelmed already?
No, I mean, it's a lot of work, it's gonna be a lot
Like,
of work.
can you bring people out of Minot?
If we need to, we can. But, a lot of these sites, just looking at them, what I envision is several of these townships maybe bidding as one package. Because they're all real close, especially down south here.
These ones.
Yeah, there's a bunch down there that, we could do just a one big package for all of that, so you're dealing with one contractor.
Is it gonna hurt anything we need to get done though this year? Like if we do get the FEMA money, like.
No, they said that, didn't Ben say that day that it could stretch out for a year or two?
Yeah, so deadline, there's no firm deadlines on this, they're not gonna take the money away if it, like, don't get it done in 2 years or whatever, they prefer it be done within the biennium. Now, that's a question of capacity though, is like, as far as to answer your question, though, I think the FEMA work will be done this season, the bulk of it will be done this season, and the bulk of this isn't gonna start until next season, so there shouldn't be a whole lot of overlap.
A lot of this happening this year.
Good.
Just looking
That's
at looking at the school and, where we're putting dirt and what we're doing there.
So a question, what you just said about putting it on the bulk, would that hurt or help the local contractors?
Oh, put it all in one?
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about, and I think it should probably be split into three. Because like one of them is one Barrow Hill does 2 townships, 3 jobs.
Yeah.
One Barrow Hill does, you should almost go after Barrow Hill.
yeah,
Which, when you get to Peace Valley, Bunker, I'm the guy you're gonna
talk to.
talk to.
And if we got a borrow site identified, maybe that's, if we have to do class 3 surveys, maybe we do that just as part of the preliminary, so it's done. And we can specify a borrow in the plans.
Yeah.
So,
Does breaking it up make it more likely that a local contractor would?
that's your call. I mean, you just never know.
You never have the shot in the dark.
Yeah.
I was just,
Depending on the weather and.
Right, either way is fine, it's just I know there's one hill for sure that goes multi-jurisdiction, multi-job, and it would really be dumb to have 2 contractors in the same hill and you gotta battle.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, trying to split quantities would be a nightmare.
was there any other discussion?
So we haven't decided how the money's gonna come through the county yet?
Well, we'll have to-
We'll have to wait and see if they agree to that first before we do any of that.
Yeah, I think that's cross that bridge when we come to it kind of thing. I think we have a kind of picture of what.
I
I
guess,
think the DOT will be sending.
like I said, this letter says it, but I mean, that's what I stressed that day, was they go through the county or they don't go through the county. That was it, done.
I agree, it's either
You
way,
know, it's either all the townships come or none of them.
because really it's more hassle for us, good.
Because it's gonna be a lot more work for us, yes.
Yes,
It's gonna be work for us and we get no benefit out of it.
There's also going to be costs associated with it,
Mhm.
because it's going to trigger
There's probably gonna
But it's
be,
gotta come
it's
into,
probably gonna end up being, since you're talking this high dollar amount, I'm wondering if it's gonna interfere with our single audits.
But
We
that,
might
isn't
have to
that
do a
only,
single audit.
isn't that only federal funds?
I don't know, I'll have to check with our auditors on this. Because if we have to do a single audit, they're 10 grand a piece.
Yeah, if it's only federal, then it wouldn't affect that. That's a good point.
Yeah, if it's federal or, yeah, because it's state dollars is what they're talking, correct?
Mm-hmm.
It's all state dollars. I can check with our auditors and,
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, you're right. The benefits to the county are indirect and the kind of the cost to the county are direct, as far as like the time and.
but the money,
because if the money flows, even if it's state money, if the money flows through us, that's gonna affect our audit.
but it does have to come through us.
But it's
By
gonna,
no
it's gonna
choice.
affect, yeah, but it's gonna affect our audit and price wise. So that might be something we may have to budget for with a higher audit cost. Because that just means more work for the auditors. Which then comes down to us.
Can,
What are,
can we,
find out?
can we put that in the bid?
I'll ask them in that Wednesday meeting, and I'll send you the link for that.
Could Ben should be able to say that they could give a little bit for that to go back to the county then. You know, or not.
Could ask them. Well, most of the, aside from that auditor costs, then I think it's basically just like time. I don't think there are other things where like it's directly costing the county anything. It's like I've already put a lot of time in this that I would otherwise be doing other things, but at the same time, it's like obviously the returns on it were massive.
Right.
So,
Yeah, to help the townships out, stuff like that. I'm just looking at costs, in our budget, in the county's budget, what we have to do for this coming year. If we have to increase or whatever, and we got that 3% cap put on us. So that's another thing, the county has to consider.
Do townships have to do single audits?
I don't know. I don't know how townships have to do that or whatever, but I'll ask ID Bailey.
Our townships never had an audit.
Mm-hmm.
I'll ask them because we're still in our audit, so.
that might be a good reason to like not go through the townships with money at all. If it doesn't pass through them, then it just keeps it off their books and simplifies any kind of like audit process or whatever. Like just to
Yeah, but then if you go back, if you're doing a paper trail, they need something. If you're doing a paper trail that they're getting this money, there has to be a paper trail for them.
Well, find that
To
out.
look at that.
what's that?
Find that out, which way we gotta go.
Well, my recommendation would definitely be to bypass the townships with payment structure if at all possible. I mean, if it does have to go through them, then like that's been done before, then we'll have to do that. And I'm not aware of like the FEMA stuff ever triggering a township audit. So I don't.
We've never had a township audit. And we had a lot of FEMA money come into our township when, back.
I don't think we have an issue there. I just think it'll be like cleaner if it bypasses the township.
Okay, well, anything else that we need to discuss on this, Mike? You guys just work on it and
Yeah, you can maybe wanna vote on that, if you wanna approve that or not.
It's not a final.
Oh, okay.
We don't have a final, the state's attorney hasn't looked at it yet.
Okay.
You're talking about the memorandum of
Mhm.
agreement?
Yeah.
Yeah, state's attorney hasn't looked at it yet.
I assume you want to vote on a final, on like a ready to sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
as soon as you get it,
How about a motion, let's do it this way, let's do a motion on the memorandum of agreement that townships have to sign it. And then,
then you can at least get that part done. And with the townships, right? Without us.
Yeah, so I've got, basically got you've got the draft that I've got.
Yeah.
Mike has reviewed this, Gene is taking a look at it now, it still needs to go to the state's attorney. Once I hear back from state's attorney and Gene, if assuming it's all good to go, then I'll get it out, I expect that to happen next week. Township should vote on it and return it.
But we could kind of get it put on that we approved you to do that, right? Is that what you're saying, Gene?
Well, you can just approve it and then
Yeah.
when finalized.
Right.
Motion to approve the memorandum of agreement. And we just have to get it finalized, is all.
I don't expect it there to be substantive changes.
I
What
can
I
make,
read.
I
what
can
read
make a
so far.
motion to approve it in a second.
Yeah.
All in favor? Opposed? One. Kick butt.
You had a lot of gold projects too. I don't know if you looked at that. Yeah, gold level, these were all platinum level and they all got funded, but the tier right below it was gold. And some of the ones that didn't get selected were right there too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So,
I didn't notice that, I didn't see that.
Why didn't we get accepted up north of Robinson and some of those?
none of the county stuff kind of went.
So why?
I don't know, I thought about that, maybe a person should have submitted them through township, I don't know.
Yeah, 'cause we got the letter that said we did not get approved for anything.
I don't know if the level of competition was different, and I don't know if I kind of wonder at the township level, we were looking at grade raises and it was kind of a freak thing because what we needed aligned perfectly with what they were looking to fund, and I wonder if and then maybe there was less competition where Kidder just had a high concentration of high quality projects. And I wonder if at the county level that there was like a broader distribution of quality projects, something like that.
And I don't know, the last go around with Flex on the county level, I think they did state that they were looking at grade raises and things like that. I don't know if they stated that.
I think it was the same, but I guess I'm just saying of the, that, I don't know, I said
It might have been cost share too, I think that maybe played a lot into it at the county level.
That was my guess.
Yeah, a lot of the counties, I think, that were awarded had, well over 50% or 50% invested.
We can do.
Yeah.
were there, do you know if there were many multi-jurisdictionals among the other county winning ones?
The ones that I'm involved in, the one specifically, I think the county was 70-30, they were 70% invested.
Not really.
Yeah. So I think that maybe helped a lot.
Did the gold platinum thing, could you see where the county went?
I didn't look at those. It's on their website, you can just click on them and see
haven't
the
seen that.
levels.
That was on the Flex Fund.
Yep. The one that lists all the projects that were submitted.
I kind of wonder too, at the township level, if the level of polish probably varied greatly to where, I think what we did was maybe at a higher level of polish than the average. Because we were very explicit about looking at how they're scoring it and making sure that we hit
Addressed everything.
as many things as we could. And I think the presentation was good and stuff, to where, at the county level, if it's all engineers preparing this stuff, it's probably a much more level playing field than at the township level too, I would guess.
Mike, did you get the letter from what they sent us for the county, which we didn't get approved for?
I think you had maybe email me that.
Did I give you that?
Yeah, maybe just email me a copy if you can.
That's when we got turned down.
applications. So,
Do you want a copy of that?
if you got, just email me if you had a copy.
Yeah, 400, how many applications?
409, but 523 million.
And so on that long sheet, like, they only awarded like 15 projects or something total.
Yeah, $1 million doesn't go far anymore. That's, I can't remember, was it 40 million or 80 million they had to get out? Might have been 80 million, I think it was about 40 for townships.
It would have been nice if they, when they printed this out, they'd have showed what each township got. I see Stutzman has one here. It's got two.
Logan got one.
Logan's got some. Wells has got some.
They didn't really analyze the county ones that won, as far as was it like bigger counties, kind of a mix?
It's kind of a mix. We, project I'm gonna talk about next, down in Emmons, they were awarded last time. It's a grade raise. And we got the plans and we're gonna put a bid on it now. And the original award 2 years ago was just for the engineering to get the plans developed, and because it just takes, that long typically, and now they awarded on construction. But I think that was a 51% federal aid, and they're gonna use federal aid and flex funds to cover the costs, I think. So,
So we'll be working on scheduling that meeting about 2 weeks out or something.
yeah, if you wanna come up with something,
Okay.
a couple days or something.
Do you want to do the same kind of format, like get all the township people back, or are you just thinking of us and DOT or what?
I don't know if we'll need the DOT necessarily.
Well, so who do you want to meet with?
I don't know if we'll need to, or if you wanna just inform the townships kind of where we're at, what's happening, or that was what I was more envisioning.
Just to update that.
Yeah.
That's probably a good idea. I'm kind of thinking like to clarify.
They wanna get going on this stuff, but,
Yeah,
it's just, some of the stuff just doesn't happen overnight.
I'm kind of thinking like another,
It's not like a phone call and go over.
make sure everybody's on the same page with that and understanding that like
Yeah.
construction aspect of it. So get that across and make sure everybody understands what this means. We don't have any hiccups of like, get to the meeting and like, oh, well, somebody raised an objection, so we didn't sign it.
Sounds good.
Okay, Mike, you got anything else?
Yep.
Okay,
Thanks.
thanks, Lauren. Oh, we have to do yours first?
No.
Oh, go ahead.
Like I mentioned, Emmons County has got a grade raise project. And what they're proposing is to detour the local traffic on some Kidder County federal aid roads. I don't anticipate it being a lot of traffic, because it's just gonna be locals. It's not gonna be construction traffic, so it's
That's that,
version like.
what do you call that pit down there?
It's not for a pit, it's just,
Oh, that's not the.
no, this isn't for a pit, there's a grade raise in the red. And we gotta close that road, that's an Emmons County federal aid road. That has been underwater, and we've done some emergency
Yeah,
repairs.
the Braddock Road, but it's
Yeah.
not gonna be until,
We've got a road that,
ours is gonna be like up here.
Right.
Yeah.
And we'd like to keep the traffic on the same level of road that, it was, I guess, for
we've
locals.
got a road that
Locals will probably close there on make our
or somewhere where it's.
Yeah.
And then we've got,
Did you get that one signed? Stutzman?
Yeah, it's done.
Charge them.
So I guess what we're asking is if we could sign a detour through on those federal aid routes.
Well, that's clearly gonna cost us some gravel.
Well, toll booths.
Yeah,
Donovan's got a pit right there, so I'm sure he's got it covered.
and like I said, I don't anticipate them being,
There's probably not a lot of
you know, if there's
property on there.
construction traffic, I think we probably have to come in and get a separate hauler agreement. This would just be for the local traffic,
Yeah, if they start hauling on the truck, we gotta have a
you
agreement.
know, and I wouldn't think, you know, there's gonna be a lot of local traffic through here.
Right.
So,
We need a motion to approve that, Gene? The detour?
Probably. I would say yeah.
But you'll monitor the road for us, right?
yeah, I don't, like
I
I
mean,
said,
no, I don't either.
yeah, I don't anticipate.
For some reason, if it starts, I mean, if they start coming in there and get hot and heavy, so that we don't get stuck with a big bill.
Yeah.
The motion to accept this.
Make the motion to accept the detour plans for Evans County's Great Ridge project.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed, same sign. Okay,
You guys want this?
Maybe Gene should have it, if she has the roads.
That's all I had for now. Stick around.
Nope, that's okay. Thanks, man.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thanks a lot, Mike.
Have a good Valentine's Day.
You too. Everything's got
Mary
a shot.
seconded it.
Yep, we're pretty skimpy.
I'll send it.
Take care of supper and tap.
All right, thanks.
okay, Donovan, the gravel pit.
DeWitt's pit, Lauren found out was not legal in any way, shape, or form, correct?
Well, it's, yeah, I mean, it's a commercial pit that doesn't have an existing permit. So,
The screwed up part is you guys started the pit up years ago. Taylor Pond opened that pit,
Where's that at?
north of Tappan.
Oh,
That's it. So how do we go about correcting?
You have to get the zoning board to do a permit, right?
Just so you know that
Or is that one of those that would have been grandfathered in?
that's been open for 30 years.
That's what I'm wondering, if that would, if the county opened it, would have that been something that would have been grandfathered in onto the conditional uses permits? Because I don't know if anybody really had a list of all the pits before that I kind of started and what I looked through.
or was that the intent? Was that it going to be for new pits or was it just for commercial pits?
I remember in the meeting you guys had 5 years ago about it,
Yeah, that was,
that they wanted to have all of us pay $500 and do the permit thing to catch everybody up. I'm the one that actually said it, but I'm sure it's not fair. Why all of a sudden we should be updating our records. But why do we have to go back 30 years to pay somebody else?
because we've got a lot of them and there was no listing of pits, and this way now we have a listing of pits. And I think that's what started this whole thing, is so that we had a listing of pits and that they were legal. I mean, that the DOT or whatever, or FEMA accepted the pits. So
That would
I don't know, that's what started the whole thing.
have that been about time that they did the zoning for it?
No, zoning was done back in 2008.
2008.
Yeah, but there was,
That pit was done before then.
Oh, this thing was back in
Yeah.
the 60s, 50s.
yeah,
Who has it now?
I know. And it came up with.
FEMA, wasn't
We
it?
put in, trying to put some FEMA gravel on a project. And
Well, they approved it.
And it was kind of two separate things, like for me, for my purposes, and really for the county too, because anytime that FEMA work to be reimbursable, the material has to come from DOT certified pit. And so, there was material on the invoices that wasn't, and you know, it was like, hey, you know, you should probably get this certified, so in the future it's eligible. And then just from talking to Gene, it was like, oh, well, then there's also this other thing that's the zoning permit for commercial pits. And so basically, I just made Donovan aware that there's also this zoning thing, and you're not.
Right, and I just told them I just want to meet so we get everything apart.
You know,
I don't know what this is.
we can't see nothing without the zoning, how can we?
No, it would have to go through zoning, you know.
So when
be
you
approved.
talk zoning, are you like zoning the land different, or is it just a permit?
The
Just a
zoning,
permit.
the zoning of the land gets, it goes from, it's Jim's question, but I think it goes from ag to commercial on there because there's being cattle sold out of it.
See, like this pit here, by the time you guys get it zoned, it's gonna be empty.
I was
And reclaimed.
gonna ask you, because you said
And
there's
reclaim,
only.
see, that's,
say one
a
more
lot of
time.
that too, is that a lot of those pits weren't getting reclaimed. They just left the big hills, you know, like over by Tappan, east of Tappan, that's a
Well,
good.
there's MSHA laws now and state laws that you have to reclaim.
Mhm.
As long as the pit is not in operation and closed, it has to be reclaimed. Some people can Fisher pit by Pettibone, that's still an active pit. There's nothing left to mine if they consider it an active pit, which means they don't have to reclaim it. So as long as Fisher owns it, keeps it as an active pit, they don't have to reclaim it.
Mhm.
Someday somebody buys that land, it'll have to be reclaimed. So there is reclamation laws.
There is reclamation, and I think now,
Yes.
and there wasn't at that, you know,
Yeah.
there wasn't, and that was one of the big things, is because a lot of these pits weren't being reclaimed, they were just being left as is.
Right.
And I think that's where the county come in and said, you know, because that's one of the conditional uses is weed control, reclamation, and what is it, there's three, the roads. I thought there was three different conditional uses.
Like our lease, or my leases have reclamation in them. We have whether we seed them, what we seed them with. I don't, the property owners, to me, we have full
Mhm.
reclamation process
Right,
that we
Right.
sign up into.
yeah, but I think that was the purpose of a lot of these pits, to get them registered with the county, was because of the reclamation. That's what I think what started a lot of this, you know, to get the pits, so that we knew where the pits were, and, you know, and it said on the, it says on the permit, you know, it has the reclamation. You pull up,
If you could, sometime would you email me a list of your permit for your pits? And
sure,
I'll make sure all of my families are on that.
okay, here, I'll just
And if not,
get
then
you
we'll
an
get 'em.
email.
So is this one, are you gonna pursue it then if there's nothing left?
We have two small crushes left.
Mm.
One's gonna happen this year and one will probably happen within the next year. And that pit is completely done. And it'll be fully reclaimed then.
So it's worthwhile at least to go after it. So.
Yeah, to rezone the land to commercial,
Now, I don't know if,
Can Jim come down real quick and answer that?
yeah, you can call them down.
I mean, if it's only for
Make me wanna go.
FEMA.
Here, I'll just-
Okay. Lauren's gonna
I'd
go
say
grab
we
it.
can't use the,
Means you're busy.
you know what I mean? If it's just for FEMA payments, that's an issue. Okay.
great.
That's what I'm wondering.
You know, I see a new permit can rezone the land, but,
Hey, Donovan, I just sent you the pit locations.
okay, thank you.
How's that marketplace doing down there? You got a lot of gravel yet, or?
No, if you want it, you better take it, because we're trying to empty it,
Really?
once we get reclaimed. I would like to reclaim that myself. So if you need anything down there this year, it would be a good year to do it.
I guess with this rerouting of the traffic, we're gonna probably get some roads hit pretty hard right there. And if you're gonna, well, you'll probably end up graveling on that over there. You're not gonna have no gravel left down there.
Would be, if you, we should
If you're
say,
tight,
I should say it this way, I'm trying to push it to a contractor in Bismarck. If you guys know you're gonna do gravel down there, keep me a ballpark so I don't push it to
Yeah.
Bismarck.
Yeah.
Cause I'd rather you guys fix your roads down there since the truck is closed.
well, we don't know how much damage there's gonna be.
So, Jim,
Routing all this traffic.
question, this pit that's north of Tappan, John Dewitz's land,
Okay,
wondering, it's not approved.
One of the questions is when these conditional use pits come in, or conditional use permits come in for gravel pits, is that land gone from ag to commercial?
yes.
Okay.
And then once it's reclaimed, it's put back to ag land.
You have more for us?
And it's only the size of the pit. You know, I don't take, you know, if it's like the south half of a quarter.
Yep.
Let's say if it's 5 acres, that 5 acres comes out. And then once it's reclaimed, it's put back into ag land.
What do we do with this Dwitz pit, because it's 30, 40, 50 years old, and it's gonna be done in probably 4 years, reclaimed? We're on our last little corner.
As long as it goes back to being reclaimed, it's back to ag land or wasteland. You know, if there's nothing there to, because an example, Charlie would know, Richard Morlock's out there, the old pit. It's a chunk of it is wasteland because it was never reclaimed. You know, and the dirt was used elsewhere and the clay was used elsewhere, and it's useless. So it just goes into a wasteland category, and it's taxed that way.
So now that we just realized this, 3 years from the end of the pit, do we need to go through all the zoning, since we've done 50 years already?
I would think that it should be, even though it was, because it was used, I'm guessing, for personal use before that.
No,
Or-
Kidder County with them, but
Okay, you know,
See, back in the day, Kidder
when
County
we didn't look at it before. But, you know, if it's to be legal with everybody else and technical with everybody else that's using pits, it should be done that way. Because what's going to stop somebody else from saying, well, they let him do it? Yeah. But, you know, like I said, if it's, you know, a chunk of it is not ever going to be used again, it'll just go in as wasteland and.
how do we do that?
It's just bring an FSA map in for me to see where you would draw it out roughly where it is, and we can look at it on Google Earth, and
Okay.
we can, you know, what's going to be used and
So we need to do that to all of our pits then, I'm assuming, because they're all 30-year pits.
Yeah, probably. But I'll do them in one lump sum. Or one lump, go through zoning with one lump. You know,
All of
these
them?
are all the groups. Yeah. Yeah.
What else do we need to cover from him? Pits. From him? Yeah. The rest is just shippers and things like that.
Yeah,
the rest is DOT.
That's-
Gravel's gonna be higher this year.
Mock gravel just went up.
But you can do them all in as one, and just pay for one conditional use permit for all those,
Oh, for all of those?
for all the old pits. That's what I would say, but that would be up to the zoning board.
Okay, and so we can tell landowners when the pit gets reclaimed, then it goes back to,
right.
so their taxes are gonna go up.
It'll change. It'll vary a little. You know,
But
the
that's
ag land
3
value will come out, and then the commercial value will go into it.
that's
and
3
then-
acres.
Yeah, or 4 acres. Yeah, and then
A
the
couple
rest will
dollars.
be wasteland. You know, if it's wasteland that isn't used anymore, we'll shove it into that value and that sort of stuff. And
Okay.
But yeah, it's like I said, we should do it that way because it's the next one that comes in and has an old pit too. Well, you know, you let them do it. Yeah. So and it's just moving forward that this is how it is. And
So basically, when the zoning board was established, they should have went through all those pits. It shouldn't have had anything to do with us commissioners, it should have been the zoning
Yeah.
board.
Well, it goes through the zoning board, and then they make recommendations to you guys, and you
Right.
guys to finalize.
I mean, the zoning board should have been
right.
checking
But I
out.
don't think there was really no listing of who had pits where.
There wasn't.
There wasn't anything.
And a lot of them
that-
started-
You guys had.
And a lot of them
Yeah.
started out as personal
Yeah.
or within the township itself, so it's never,
So that's why it all came about with the gravel pits 5-6 years ago, is so that there was a list for the county, and then
and then the second thing too, there was a lot of roads that were getting damaged from trucks bringing gravel out, and well, it's not our problem, you know,
right.
but it is your problem because you're wrecking the roads with your trucks.
Yeah, we gravel every year on that.
Right, but you know what I mean, there's a lot of
There's
places
some
where,
that
Yeah.
or else a lot of traffic on them that,
yeah, but that's kind of.
You know where you have to go though, right?
But yeah, I don't know, I would check, I don't know if the zoning board is gonna say it has to be per, or you can just bring all the older pits into one. I don't know what the zoning board would want to do.
I can just get with that.
visit with me on some of the stuff, yeah, and
And then-
the other stuff, like you said, it'll be up to the,
Head there right now.
it'll, like the rest of it'll be the zoning board to decide if they
Yeah, the
want to.
zoning board.
But I would think they would take it in as a lump sum, so that,
So let us
Yeah,
know
so
what you
that-
think you have down there. And I could-
Oh, I'm gonna bet there's gonna be 15,000-20,000 ton yet. There's enough. You're not gonna go through that much. What are you gonna
Well,
do?
you don't know at that other road, are they gonna contract gravel with you guys on that other road going across?
They're taken out of that one, the building down by Streeter or something. Is that coming out of that pit of John's?
Well, we did one last year.
They must have finished it then. That's the guy from Stetson County, what was his name? Mitch, not Mitch,
The road boss guy or the?
no, the engineer. That wanted the contract that I sent to you.
Yeah.
You talking the one right west of Streeter?
I don't know exactly because they're hauling out of that. I'm positive it's John's pit that they're hauling out of.
I don't know about it.
Not right now, but they're going to.
You're talking about.
They're gonna haul on some
Mike
streeter
had that deal.
road, that they build up in rear gravel,
Great
and
Tech.
they're gonna gravel.
What the company is?
Oh, Great Tech? Yeah, we hauled that. We did that last year.
They might be gonna haul
Mike
some more.
Way.
Yeah, I actually hauled that. I did one.
Well, they ain't done, because they asked for a road agreement. You just asked for one.
Well, maybe they're gonna fix what they didn't fix the first time. The engineer should have a lot of payment on that road. It was so bad when we gravelled it, that the engineer was out there with cones marking the spots for us not to drive. And we went down the project like this and then went back in and dumped in front of the cones and then took 3 inches of gravel over it. And they got paid for it.
Evidently, there's more work to be done.
yeah.
Okay, well, let's move on. Thank you.
See you guys.
So, Mr. and Mrs. Agnew, you're up.
Yeah, back again.
Sounds like
Keep updating me.
You getting anything figured out on there?
Yeah, we are definitely making headway. In the development process, we are basically getting in some good progress, and thought we had our access figured out. Thought we had a deal. We got some things drawn up, and when it came down to signing, then the party backed out. So we've checked with, done our due diligence. We've gone to I forget the name, Tom Hines, with this property. Gone to Zimmerman's, gone to, is it Neil Slater, the FSA, and then Neil Fanta up here with this one. So those are our 4 properties that kind of bound us in right here. And no one is interested in having an access easement across theirs. So we're at the point now of saying that, what else can we do? So when this stuff was platted, this was the access that was left when this was all divvied up, and it should have been maybe broke up a little bit different, but I guess that's really what it is. So this is our access piece right here. We did talk about this earlier about there's an approach here of trying to figure out what the distances are there. we went up there and measured, we're 285 feet between these two from gravel to gravel, on the inside. And so the thought is that could we either somehow like tie into this one? It'd be a pretty big draw to get down the right of way and then make the turn here, or is there a possibility to split that difference, go directly on the middle, and drop a 25-foot wide approach in there? At 285 between, that would leave, if you take out the 25 feet of the actual approach, that would leave 130 feet from gravel to gravel here and gravel to gravel here if we split the difference. We're kind of at the point where, and I know 150 is what you're looking for, but looking at really the concerns when we're talking about approaches, it all typically comes down to traffic speed, additional traffic congestion, and then in line of sight. And in this area, any traffic coming out of what we're going to do is going to be minimal compared to what's coming onto that road already. So really, there's no additional traffic congestion, very little percentage-wide. Traffic speed, this is a pretty low speed area. I could see maybe if this was all on a 55 road, this is, we got the intersection over here. You're either coming to a stop or just coming out of an intersection. So fairly low traffic speed. And then line of sight, there's no encumbrances here for line of sight. So it seems like in this case that I think 130 feet is plenty between those. In the ordinance, it gives you guys the ability that you may adjust the application and all of this for if there comes into result of great, what is it they call it, great practical difficulties, unnecessary hardships, or injustice, as long as you're not sacrificing public interest or public safety. So we think this qualifies as something that we'd like to ask for your allowance to put in an approach to Highway 10. We want to be in Kidder County. You want us here. I mean, I know this portion, this land right here, the taxable value is virtually nothing right now. The taxes are maybe a couple $100 a year, if that. We're looking at putting improvements in here. Obviously, taxable value is going to go up. So we're here today asking if there's some way that we could get access directly to Highway 10. If you guys have any other great ideas, we're more than willing to hear them. We think the most direct route obviously would be just splitting the difference here. It would kind of come in at an angle a little bit, but it would be still leave that 130 feet on each side. And whatever, I know if
I better remember what the distance was.
150 is what they're typically looking for. We have no problem if we want to put one in to make the approach to standards with the slopes and the culverts and flares and all that stuff. That's no issue there to follow that. But I know when this ever comes up, when people are asking about potentially changes, the word precedent always comes up, and people get a little afraid of that. But really, unless someone is going to come here looking for this same type of thing that has all these different variants that are, there is no other option. We have the access here. It's a slow speed area. It's a good line of sight. Really, if somebody comes with that exact setup, yeah, granted, you would say, well, yeah, we did it for these guys. We would have to do it for you. I find it hard to believe that in Kidder County, there's going to be a situation like this that ever comes up. I don't see it, but that's what we're here to ask, is that if we could either put an approach in, or if you have some better ideas on if we can widen this approach. I even thought about, and I would hate to do it because this would be an undue hardship on Zimmerman's, is to take this one out, move it over, and put it right on the property line so that you could come in and go both directions. But then now you're taking that out. That to me is a bit of an undue hardship on this business here. So I don't like that option, but I don't know what your thoughts are. We're out of options. So we don't have,
Too bad
unless
he
somebody
wouldn't make
can.
room for you on that other side.
This was the original plan, and that didn't happen.
May I ask who didn't sign up?
Right.
Brad didn't?
Did he say what his complaint was, or
Yep.
just wanna?
Yep, I know that the dealings with him are, I'll leave that, you can ask him about it, I'm not gonna bring that up, I guess, in here, but, there was, I don't want, he doesn't want people driving additional traffic coming across his land, and, that's his prerogative, and I'm not here to tell anybody else what to do with their land, I wouldn't want that either, so.
The question, not the question, but
Yeah.
the thing in North Dakota is you have to furnish access to somebody's land at the shortest distance.
Mhm.
Now, I don't know about this situation, but in a lot of situations where there's a section line that's underwater,
Mhm. Yeah.
and the person needs to get to the other side,
Right,
they can take the shortest distance to get to the other side.
yeah.
I don't know if this would go into that situation.
Can I ask a dumb question?
Yeah.
Real quick? This is basically, everybody's coming flying out of coffee cup
Mhm.
on this whole one thing. Why not just make this one whole thing?
That's a lot of dirt.
I understand that, but if that would resolve the
And the
problems
water, there's a lot of water moves through that.
okay.
This area,
Yeah.
there's a lot that comes through.
That's why I said it was a dumb question.
But you're right though, I mean, if you just widened this approach and made it really long, you'd have an awful lot of culvert under there, but and a lot of dirt. If that's what we have to do, that's what we'd have to do. I don't, I think that's not as good of an option of just splitting and having 130 feet be acceptable on both sides.
But if you made it all one thing, you don't have to worry about.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And I understand wanting to keep peace and everything. That part I understand.
Surprised you don't, I mean, the option of having the traffic go on that far side or right up, closer, I figured you'd want further, but that's his own prerogative.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean,
We did talk with, these two landowners over here. That's obviously city. And I did talk to Norm Freeze, and he said, well, if this were city, what they would do is they would probably say, you come up Piper's Road here, and then there would be a road that would go in right on the property line, and they would take their easement on both sides, and there would just be a road, basically a city road, whether it's gravel or not, it doesn't matter. And then that would be here, if this were city.
Yeah.
But that's not where we're at. We would rather be in the county. And so I was just talking to Gene. I didn't know if we came to zoning, planning, or county commission, and I was told that it's actually county commission, not
County
because
commission
I
is
originally called and
approaches, yeah.
was trying to get on the agenda for zoning, planning, and was told no. You come to the,
Approaches is
yeah.
county's territory.
I'll make the motion that we approve the variance for 130 feet. Let's get
I don't
know
agree.
what other option to do.
I agree with you 100%, Nick, but the 150 foot deal is what bothers me. Can we do it and get away with it? Not get away with it, but can we do it?
Or we're gonna get sued if somebody hits the ditch.
I mean, I'm 100% in favor of these folks getting what they need. I mean, I'm 100%
That's why
in favor.
that's why I wanted to go the other way. Then I'd have been no problem.
I would agree. And we thought,
Where do we go? Where do we go to find out about that 130? But I mean, it's such a. Why couldn't you have it a little bit further apart?
Yeah.
I don't know. And what really kind of made it the issue is when this one got put in over here.
Could have they moved
It
it?
would have been nice if
Yes.
it had been just slide her over here a little bit farther, and then it would have been
Oh, you're
okay.
right.
Well, you can come in at an angle, that's fine. But it's I guess what's done is done, and unless you're going to move things that were already put in, then it
Where do we go to find
This
this
was
out?
definitely a surprise to us. We would have bought an island property had we known it would be so difficult
To get
to
any access?
get access
Yeah.
to it. So
From here and just
Yeah.
borrow that, or is that just solely for him?
this is solely for him, and Tom was, you know,
Yeah,
he
And
was
I think, and
willing to listen to us,
think
but he just said,
that's-
no, I am not interested in having an easement.
and I think that
Can you-
part is that driveway for there, I think that is also zone, or also city annexed.
This is
back.
city.
Right, but
this
I think the
portion's city,
driveway,
yeah.
but I think that the driveway is annexed to the city too.
I don't doubt it. I would,
It's the whole
I
thing.
I would assume that
I
the
think
right
the
of way
plat,
is
I
Exactly.
think
Wanted
the
to-
plat, I think the plat
Make a deal with
is
you.
that,
Buy that land.
and yeah, like I say, that was my thinking too. There's already an easement here anyway. And just I think there might have been some sour grapes on some previous dealings, I guess, that we had nothing to do with. So I don't.
Don't throw your dad under the
I didn't have anything to do with the deal. I didn't even know what the deal was. So you're right. I shouldn't do that.
How do we find out as commissioners that we do this right? I'm 100%.
Yeah, because
I mean, I'm.
I mean, I would say whatever works for you, but
you're right to check. I mean, because you have the.
The actual statement in your zoning is right there.
But I mean, you could. That means you can do it. It just matters. It's obviously your due diligence to check to make sure that legally you're okay.
yeah.
And you guys need to keep going.
That's the thing is that we thought, okay, yeah, we're good, we're on track, and then all of a sudden, now we come to a breaks, and we're like, okay.
Maybe Eric.
I don't know where you'd go. I don't know where you would go on that. I don't know if the state has something for 150.
Would Mike give us a right touch?
Possibility. But is it a state one too,
Yeah, I don't know
where
if
it's
that's
150
I don't know if that
feet?
would be the state's attorney that would
Or the state,
make
the
that
state of
call, or
North
if that would
Dakota?
be, it's a county road, so.
Right, it's a
yeah,
county
express,
road,
and then it would
but we kind of follow the state rules too.
Yeah,
As
right.
far as approaches, because I know there was something with out there when they developed that with the meat, where the meat plant is,
Right.
and Mita's attic.
Yep.
There was something with the approach out there. I remember when they set that
Hey, Mike,
up.
say, we're sitting here with this,
Highway 3 is state.
this Highway 10 kill by the coffee cup there. These folks have a little chunk of land we've talked to you about this additional approach, you know. So in between where they could go with an approach, it's about 130, 135 feet. From one approach to where they want to put approach to the next approach, you know, it's, am I explaining it to you right? Can we go down to 130 feet?
Where do we find the standard?
Okay, just wait, Mike. Here, I put you on speaker. Where do we find the standard?
I'd have to look in the design manual probably and look that up, what the recommendation is there.
Well, so
What's the speed limit there?
25.
25. I'm thinking you would be okay, but I'd have to look for sure to make sure.
Okay, would you, yeah,
Where do you find the design manual?
Is that the AASHTO manual?
Yeah,
Okay,
AASHTO
the green book or whatever they call it, yeah.
yeah.
okay.
Asked on that, you have to see what the DOT's, they have to meet recommendations.
Is that
I can
something?
call back and see if John can pick that up. I'm still driving.
Oh, okay.
I'll see if, and I'll call you back.
Would you do that, please?
Yep, I can do that.
Okay, thank you, Mike.
They're going to be what they call shop condos. So it's basically one big building and then it has individual shops.
Let's
in
see
it.
if you can.
So it could be anything, it could be.
Right, yeah.
So he wants to put a barber shop.
You want to just buy it as a personal shop, or somebody puts maybe I was envision like these, like you have an electrician, they're working out of their pickup. Well, they have to have some supplies, they have a place to park to pick up, that type of thing. But yeah, it could be, yeah, that AASHTO book that I did try to look in there, and oh my goodness, that is it's about 1,000 pages of, oh my goodness, I'm like,
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna have to know more than I do to peel out of there what is needed, but I know that, in our township, we do, approaches, and then, Burley County also, but it's typically, there's, some sort of a formula that they do use, and that's why I was talking about, like, with the speed, the ingestion, and line of sight of that, how far you can see and all that.
Do you have that land that approach would go into, that's not yours?
Yeah, this
Yeah, that's
right
his.
here. Yeah, and that's why that was carved out.
Just stuff in front of it,
There was a 66 foot
right away.
right away that was cut, that was left in there purely for a driveway.
Thought it was taken care of.
Yeah,
I did,
yeah, I just thought they, Brad would make a
honestly-
deal with you guys and buy that piece of ground and
Yeah, we
make access.
thought so too. We went and got papers drawn up and
We'll get it figured
unfortunately, it
out.
just fell apart at the end, so that's,
Well, they have to furnish a way. I mean, it has to be furnished.
Well, he loses a lot of area that he had, a lot of equipment. parked
yeah,
out.
because he's gonna have to move the stuff off of there, and that's,
Yep.
it's unfortunate there too, that,
Yeah.
and granted, that was a deal between my dad and Brad to say, he said, yeah, you can park stuff on there until we find a use for that land, and he's getting free rent use of it for
Yeah.
quite a while, but when you do that, you always know that isn't gonna last forever, so.
Yeah.
Right.
So, get 20 years out of it, and that's good.
Yeah. That's too bad.
Yeah, and if we do,
Oh, wait.
oh, yeah, so if we do have to come back, if we do have to come back, we sure can. Like I say, we're on a bit of a timeline here, because obviously the snow is melting, and hopefully melting faster than we think, but,
We're supposed to get some new stuff.
Well, if we get call from Mike and we figure out, then we can vote on it. And
Yeah.
go from there.
Yeah.
We can let you guys know if it's.
How wide is that?
this is
Yeah, right
66 feet.
That's
So
66.
that's 66 wide, and that was to put
And
in
then you
a, was it a 20 or 30-foot road with proper ditching? It should get you to your 66, so.
But the 130 feet wouldn't be a little off-center, you say?
Yeah, it wouldn't come straight out of here, it would start dead center between these two, and then would slightly angle in, it wouldn't be a dead straight
I
out.
think you'd want to make it straight if we can make it look, no.
Yeah,
I mean,
I mean, straight would be best.
well, and then your line of sight, if you're coming out straight, if you're coming out on an angle, your line of sight's behind you.
Always on that backside
You know,
is
so,
worse.
so no, then really to probably do it right, then if you're gonna come at an angle, you're gonna have to twist it so
Yeah,
that,
you kind of have to make an
so your
S.
vehicle is sitting
Yeah.
straight with the road.
Mhm. Yeah, coming
So-
perpendicular is always the best.
Yes, yes. Even if it's 140 on one side and 110 on the other, or
Right.
whatever it may be. I guess that would be my suggestion. if I
And
had
did,
any.
I don't know, did we talk about culverts? Do you guys have culverts that
Yeah, we
we're
do.
able to buy from you?
Yeah.
And then culverts and flares and
Yeah.
those types, okay, good.
And I don't know, I guess Danny Metlayer says, oh, no, they gotta pay for their own culverts. And anytime we do any work along the county road, or approach gets put in, we usually throw the culvert in.
In certain situations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we wish we had a little more,
If it's in the road right away, there's a good chance, yes. If it's in further, no,
oh, right, if it's actually not in the right of way, yeah.
right?
but it'll be in the right way, more likely.
Yeah, oh yeah, this is definitely in the right of way. I think the culvert is just about dead center on that right of way. Pretty darn close to centered on there. And we wish we had a little more rise in here that we could cut out and bring out here, but we'll just have to probably truck some in. That's
Just the water line on the back of that.
on the back of this.
On the north side,
Yeah, it goes this way.
the water house.
Goes to the actual interstate ditch. But it's very flat. There's a slight run this way. Yeah. But when we put a road in, what we would probably do is do a 0.1, 0.2 grade that would probably start here, and then we would just run that out. And I think there is a swale right here, coming off of Zimmerman's right here, that's where that, drains off his property. So, we wouldn't put anything in there to kind of encumber that, to try not to dam him up, because his comes out here and then runs this way.
But there was, like back in here, there was a war with fireworks guy in Rough. And I think your water runs down here. And
Kind of makes the corner. Yeah.
Anyway, Ruff was mad at Florian, and he took his loader and he pushed that pole so it flooded back.
It kind of dammed up. Okay.
Yeah, he dammed.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of funny when you look at this map here of that.
It's supposed to flow around there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, there actually is a parcel right there. That was the original parcel for the coffee cup sign.
Mm.
And then I believe they had to move it to this corner for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But that's what
Beautification Act.
that little carve out right there was the original for the sign.
Yeah.
And then, but now it's on this one because they just have this whole thing. So.
Florian and Ruff, they were having words and fighting. And
Yeah.
next thing you know.
And Ruff is he the coffee cup manager?
No.
Manager or not?
He just rented that building.
That's okay. He's the renter of the.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
okay.
Florian rented from the guys that owned the coffee cup. And
To put the
and
tent
Ruff
up.
got all mad. Yeah.
I see.
So he was just doing everything he could to make his life miserable.
I guess to move on, if you folks don't want to sit here until we do get, we could get the phone call, and once we know, we could approve it.
Yeah.
We could approve it today.
Yeah, because if you could,
Because we're in favor, I think we're in favor.
Yeah, we want you to be able to do it, but we don't want to get in trouble.
Exactly.
You want to have
At
that
the same
liability.
time. Yeah.
Right.
So if we hear,
So it's got to be,
Yeah.
a really,
Yeah, and
So-
I want to say it was 4-1. I believe that they won on those
4-to-1 slope, yeah.
4-1s with flares also. Yeah.
It's a 4-to-1 slope for
our
approaches with
engineers,
the.
who I
Yeah.
talked to, so Mike Ravenius is getting a hold of John.
Okay.
He's one of his workers or helpers.
Okay.
And John is gonna look it up and get back to Mike, and then Mike's gonna get back to us. And if it's a go,
yeah.
if it's a go, we'll let you know.
Okay. Okay. I appreciate that, and then we'll
I got your number, I don't know.
talk to our builders and then just make plans out of it. So which is good. We haven't started moving any dirt yet. But,
You have a card? You used to have a card.
yeah, I do. I think Tricia Council, she always comes much better prepared than I. Yep, that one right there. Yep.
527
sure I had some of it.
623. I got 6223.
38, 527, 0483.
Oh, you want one?
Yeah, if you have.
Oh, but yeah, our number on
I
there
still
would
want
be
it
our,
back, 'cause
yep,
I
that would
can't
be on
find
the
the one.
one. 572. But that forwards to
This would come to me, that
Boss,
number.
come to the boss.
Otherwise,
Yeah,
you want to
exactly.
get direct to Dennis.
Yeah, well,
the
you
number
know,
that Charlie has.
you know what I always say, marry up, and that's what I did.
Well,
Well, I appreciate your time.
Well,
Thank you very
well,
much.
we'll keep.
So this thing just as a.
Well, hopefully this is the last stop, and
Yeah.
we won't have to be in your hair
Either
anymore.
way, it will be, because,
And then you guys can just
That's
send us an updated tax bill.
yeah.
Or not, I mean, if that's an option, for that too.
But thanks for coming.
Yeah, I
Thanks.
appreciate your time.
Yours,
Thank you much. I did check, we were just, interested, we'd,
Oh, yeah.
checked on that,
On that other.
yeah, FSA.
They were telling wrong on the price.
I think, 550,000 you wanted for it.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
I was standing right there when he said 5,000.
gosh darn,
I said, what?
No, it's always been 500,000.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you told me 550, so I think you
Yeah,
upped it. No,
it's-
but
Yeah.
It's been over 500,000 for that since the
Yeah.
time it was up
it
for
was,
sale.
funny, because I asked, I said, well, are there any problems with it? He's like, no, it's good. And I'm like,
I think
oh, well, I heard there's one.
Straight 5,000.
Yeah.
That's it's unfortunate because boy, that building,
Yeah.
I think there's something that could fill it if it, for what
Yeah.
we're building, it's got a great parking lot, but Yeah.
I talked to a guy that was looking for a place for a bank.
Yeah.
For a egg bank, and I said, buy that damn place. You know?
Yeah,
It's got issues.
but that's the issue, like you say, if it
It's
were
got
in
issues.
great condition,
It's
then,
got issues, yeah.
then I think
see
people
the
would think
shingles.
different, so.
Mhm.
All right, well, have a good day.
Take care.
Nice day.
Okay,
Yeah, I was looking up some stuff here on that.
I can't believe anyone wouldn't grant it. I can't believe anyone wouldn't grant it.
I think it's just being considered. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I like Brad, but
Only because I'm a troublemaker, if it would be the only way to get them access, can the county step in and say, we're taking this land, whether you like it or not?
that'd
That's
be
not a good
eminent domain thing, and we don't do that.
I mean, I don't like
I mean, I
eminent
don't-
domain, but if this guy's being
Yeah.
that way, it's
I mean-
like, okay, dude, we're gonna give you an option.
And I'm sure, I mean, Dennis's dad, I worked with him before, and he was, you know, kind of bullheaded. And Brad used to work for him, and yeah, it's just, there's just some deals there that.
Yeah, no,
But it would have made a lot more sense to have it go the other way. You know.
No, I hate eminent domain, but it's,
Oh,
you
me
know, if
too.
the guy's blocking these people, then at some point, it's like, okay, look, you're gonna make this happen whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go get Sharon? You?
Oh, yeah, I was still looking up the approaches stuff here.
You do the Italian measurement, yeah, it's 150, sure, it's 150, we're fine.
It's all where you start the tape.
Your tape measures are on, it's
Yeah.
150, you're fine.
Here's a
You
Here's
can
a
tell I'm
standard
not
rule
about bending the
approaches.
rules.
My neighbor Donnie Hager, I like Donnie, but Donnie's never in the.
She's helping her lady right now. She said she needs about 5 minutes.
He's never ready to take her right.
We could, speaking of that area, I was contacted, I didn't have this on the agenda, I didn't know if it would be necessary to have it on the agenda, but I was contacted by Chris Hines, that's owner of the Coffee Cup. And they were talking about setbacks and stuff because they want to build on the, sounds like on the north side of that truck wash. And I said, we've already gone through that with the county commission.
They want to fill the ditch.
They, you know, on the distance, I said we have a 150-foot setback. And so another thought is if you give this variance here, you're gonna have somebody across the road coming in for a variance also. And I said for public safety, it was decided that it has to be a 150-foot setback for building structures and trees. So with that in mind, if you give one variance, you might have more people coming in looking for the variance.
that sounds freebie.
But he has contacted me. I've got to go into the commission meetings. Charlie, do you remember what year that was?
It was
But what year it was, so I can.
It was when David Schultz was in.
Okay, so that's
Because
been
me and David and Danny went out there.
right. We had a meeting out there with Mike Ravinius and stuff, and due to public safety,
Yeah.
that's
a bad spot anyway.
There was no
They pull out of the
variance
parking lot.
given, you know. So,
Yeah.
but I was contacted by Chris last Friday, I do believe it was.
But could it be that if this is the only way those people can get to their property, that would be the
That's what I was thinking.
only reason
How
why?
do you not give them access to their property?
This
See,
is coffee
they
cup, coffee
want to fill
cup.
the other ditch. They want to fill it and build out on it. Make it parking lot.
But
So
that's
it'll be
not
parking lot.
access though.
No.
Yeah, so
No, they
this
want
is an
to
access.
build, they want to build onto that truck wash is what they want to do.
I mean, this
And
is
they've
just
got that
between-
area to the west.
It's not a wash anymore, it's a service shop. So
Yeah, it's a service shop.
But
It's where their new
but they
TA
can
service
come-
shop.
They can come out of that truck wash service,
Yeah.
they can come out of there and they can go and come back onto the bridge. They've got access to get out.
You know, they want to make the building bigger.
Yeah, but regardless
That's
what
not
they do,
an
they could
access.
still come over towards the coffee cups.
Yeah.
Driveway,
Yeah,
you know,
because
So
actually
they
where
got access
those
to get
trucks are
out.
parking, it's not
But I
150
said,
feet back either.
because,
Because those
neither-
trucks pull up and that was one of the things in there.
yeah,
and the other thing that was brought up was their loading zone, where they got their loading, is not 150 feet
No.
either.
No,
No,
that should have,
they're
that should
actually
have,
in county right away.
they should have came
Yeah.
with that. So, but I didn't know if you remembered the year. I know David was in, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
have to go
so
back.
it was like the last year he was in.
Yeah, because you took over David's spot and you were in
So-
22.
22.
So I gotta go from 22 backwards.
But it was in the spring of the year.
So I don't know if that's,
Yeah.
you know, that would be an issue to come take that in, you know, into consideration also.
Yeah. But we were,
Hey, Sharon.
they wanted to.
Are you guys ready for me? Do you want me to leave?
Go for it tonight.
Let's go ahead and find
Ready
it.
to go, Sharon?
Hmm?
Ready for it? Okay.
All I have is really, I have a few questions, and then I have a few signatures I need. Tuttle came back and would like to, I got their contract back. And Crystal Springs, I think? Yeah, Crystal Springs is back. I just need signatures on the backs of those.
Yes. For you to sign. I gotta get rid of some coffee.
Oh, I was asked yesterday about, frost permits, if we're gonna do them or not, and what the restrictions are.
That's done on our list, spring road restrictions.
Okay.
That would be a
I should get that one too, it says chairman.
Okay,
What is it today?
It's
the
13th.
13th. So you can just let me know on those then? Perfect.
Sign this too.
No, I don't think I have to sign it. I guess I do now.
That's all I really have.
Yeah, they'll be going into effect.
Yeah,
Whatever
we have
you
that
decide.
under, yeah, I've got that under road restrictions.
Okay.
That's spring road restrictions, that's usually what we talk about now. And- Okay.
Yeah, she just asked about, frost restrictions yesterday. And I have a meeting with them tomorrow, so.
What's the weight go down to? 80,000? For the restriction?
We go down to,
That's what you need to know, right?
And the dates.
So you need to, what do you need to know for that? What the weights will be?
Mhm. And if we're gonna issue permits over,
Is it 60? Okay.
and if we're gonna,
well, it depends on your wheels.
Right.
So much for axle. So Sharon, before I
yes,
forget, I would like it if you could make time to, if they have the Township Association meeting,
the 18th of March, I
they're going to have that gal come.
believe.
I would like it if you could help us with any questions that,
I had planned on going,
okay, Good.
so,
okay.
Dave Schultz told me about it and that he was gonna ask her back out, and I said, okay, and so I wrote it on my calendar and I talked to Barry and I'm gonna go to that township meeting. I think it's at the end, that's up to.
So when is it, March what?
It's on my calendar. I think it's the 18th, but I'm not 100% sure. At 2, I believe, and they're having Jodell, whatever her name is, Joelle come down again. So
Again,
yeah, because they're not. I got some questions. Like a guy called me the other day, and he's like, "Why are the townships having to pay for this load pass?" And I said, "You're not. You're not." And he's like, "But that's what we were told." And I'm like, "I don't know who told you that, but it's not.
I know.
It's not true."
She never said that to him, even at that meeting, she never said, oh,
No.
Yeah, and so I said, no, it's, I said, in the long run, it's kind of free money, but it's not really, but it is to you guys because you don't have to do a lot but promote these farmers to get on load pass and get passes. And he said, okay. So he understood it after that. It's from up in your north neck of the woods.
Right.
So.
I can tell you exactly who it is.
But that's all I really had is just sneak in and get some signatures and stuff.
And typical Kidder County. I just wish they'd just leave it alone and let it be done and move on, you know, type deal. Because now they're gonna bring it in and then they're gonna stir up another can of worms about the load pass when it's like, it's approved, it's done, it just needs the signatures, if guys want to sign, you get no money.
And that's what I told him. I said the only,
Pretty much
and then he's like,
that's
well, we're gonna join, but, and I'm like, then why are you asking me what it's gonna cost you if you're gonna sign the contract?
Yeah, the thing is, she went over all this
Did she?
at the last meeting that you had. Like, she did the full presentation.
Yeah.
And nobody got it.
And said that if the county decides to do it, the townships have to follow.
Pretty much, it's, well, they're in the area, it's just, do you go on money or not?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Exactly.
Basically, that's what it is. You want protection for your roads.
Permits. If you don't sign the paper, you're not gonna get the money, the county's gonna get it.
And there's another, he did say, he goes, well, I get mine all through the state, my permits through the state. So I have a question into Gail about what's the difference, whether they go to the state, do they still go through load pass? Instead of coming into the county and getting them? And so that's a question I have for her.
Which state permit would he get?
He goes,
See, I go, they have what they call harvest permit.
Yep.
That's what you're talking about.
yep,
So I can go online and I can get what they call a seasonal harvest permit for, I don't know, just say $100. And then it's good for the harvest season. Or I can go get a weekly one, I believe it is. But anyway, you can go on DOT and you could get a what they call a harvest permit or like a week.
Yeah, no, I've heard of it, I was just.
Yeah.
What are the costs?
But that's a good question because I don't, that's a good question if that has to be done through that.
Because we've gotten that too. Some of our county permits have gone down when this state permit has been talked about. So some of our, like potatoes and stuff that we have, it has gone down over the past years because we don't get as many truckers in as we used to.
right, and so that's my question to her. If the whole state has to use it, why is DOT not using load pass? And distributing it to the county and to the townships that they're wondering about. And so,
I guess, because I've gotten those harvest permits from the state,
and like
it's 10% over.
our harvest permits are $50 for 30 days or $150 for the season.
Okay.
So that's
yeah.
what load pass permits cost for harvest. So. And
So what
then,
does the frost permits cost?
well, I don't know yet because are we gonna go with the frost permits and do them or are we not?
Is there a charge to us to go through her?
I don't believe
Additional,
so.
I should say.
No, I don't believe so, but that's a question I will ask her.
We need to decide
So
on our
basically,
restrictions right shortly.
am I understanding right, Sharon, that, okay, let's say we put on road restrictions, we have to notify 2 weeks in the paper?
Yeah, we usually do, yeah.
Okay, so we put on road restrictions.
But that goes through the
Now
load
through,
pass too.
yeah, I'm saying now through this load pass, do we have to put it in the paper?
Well, I think load pass put out their alert too. So
Yeah, I don't know that we have to put it in the paper,
No.
but they will put out their notice to all their users because they have a,
Okay, so
we should
But
probably
we
use
would,
this.
but we should put it in the paper
And it would
also.
be,
And then when we do that, we
right,
we can do something with load pass too, that the county
Right,
is
that's
now
what
on
I'm
To mention it in
load
the
pass.
paper. through
Yeah,
the
We
pass.
can put it on
the restriction page.
the restriction,
Or-
put it in the ad with the restrictions that the county is now participating in load pass, and you will need to go on there to get all permits
So, Sharon,
all over, or
am I correct by saying what you're saying is this frost permit? would be like a harvest permit?
Correct.
But it would be like 10% over on frost roads?
Don't know.
No.
And that's honest, I don't know that question, but I will get you the answer.
Because what would the frost permit be? Besides maybe a percentage over? Anyway, that's where I would, take it, but.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of guys.
So you have it 10% over for $150 or whatever it would be. So instead of 60,000, you'll have 66,000.
But with wet conditions and soft roads,
Well, we've never issued permits during load restrictions.
no.
But that's what I'm wondering what that is.
Okay.
Their seasonal permits for this is for the Energy Association, so I don't know if that is for all counties, but this is what's on their website. A frost law permit fee is $1,000 per season. Honestly, guys, I'm sorry. I feel like an idiot for not having the answer.
No, we don't know
New
this
to all of
until,
us, so,
yeah, this is all new to everybody.
yeah.
Another question is,
Yeah, put that down to a question.
Okay. I can probably have an answer to this one by this afternoon.
Sure.
I'll go send the email right now and I
Yeah,
can probably have
because,
it.
yeah, this afternoon is when we're gonna be talking about spring road restrictions, and then that frost permit would be the same time.
Perfect. I can probably
And
get an
then-
email answer by the
Yeah,
time you guys do
maybe you
that.
can get email answer, and then we can put it all into one package type thing.
So I gotta put this to a zone of, let's say that we're in the low pass.
I think we should,
I do
yeah,
too.
yeah, a way to get it out too, that
Yeah.
we have,
Right.
that we have load, that we're on load
And
pass.
Is it a little bit bigger than like this?
Yeah, mine
Yeah,
are
so I
usually,
can
mine
go
are usually
online
about this
and buy
big.
It'd be like
Maybe
big
like jump you.
attention, you know?
Yeah, mine are
hey,
usually
hey,
about.
hey, hey, you go talk to Paul.
No, our ones are usually this big.
I write something in the story, you can jump me, but Paul, that's the. Cause I don't even.
So
work
they
in a
have
building,
townships so
so-
far they've set it back? Or?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I'm thinking after they have their township office, or their township meetings, we'll get a lot more back.
I got the privilege of talking to Dave Schultz. And he has been, if people call him, he's been kind of just
What are you throwing stuff at people for?
after the meeting. So I'll probably get a lot of them after the meeting.
You get a lot of questions at the Township
Yep.
Officers Association meeting is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, and that's the 18th or whatever. But
Should have called Dave up there. Hey, Dave, did you got the people?
he has all these
You
questions.
need to learn this stuff.
You're the one that lesson clear today.
Before you spread.
When you got this.
And that's it too. Is he has just been telling people to wait until after that meeting. That's all. Is just wait until after that meeting. So
So you're gonna be at the meeting, that's a good thing. So.
yep, I'm gonna go to the meeting, and I will send Gail an email about the frost permits, and hopefully she's in today because she's usually Johnny on the spot back. So
Yeah, and then that way we can talk about it when we do talk about the spring road restrictions, so we know how to do the spring road restrictions. you
right,
know?
yeah,
So that we don't do something that's gonna interfere with load pass.
no, and I agree.
So that we all get on the same page, because this is all new.
It's gonna be a learning experience.
Yep, it's a learning experience.
Thank you.
We good?
You're good.
Thanks a lot.
You gonna behave over there?
Think she picked up my ink pen for me.
No,
I did. He has it.
Oh, yeah.
He's got it.
If you'll behave, I'll give it back to you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. So,
I told
Can we
Daryl
quick cover this? And then
What?
after
I got
stir up shit like Dave does.
I got a deal from Joe. It's a 12-month rental through
Oh, yes, I got that email. I was gonna.
North Dakota Association of Counties, 400 hours, $9,400 one-time payment, $35.25 per hour, anything over 400. What was last year?
It was 9,400. And it was the same, it's the same as what it was last year.
It is, okay.
It was 94.
So what do you guys think? Just be done.
Yeah.
We're gonna need him. He said if he won't get one within, be about a week or so before he can get one.
Okay. Yeah, we might as well go.
And last year it was, current rate was $2,350 at $9,400. It's the same as what it was last year.
I don't think anybody's gonna get as close to one.
I don't think so either.
I mean, it's,
So, can we, you want me to text him, you want to email him and have him do a contract?
I'm thinking what I'm gonna have to do is do a letter of intent. I can email him. And, I can email him back.
Okay, so you'll take care of it then?
Yeah,
Okay. So we need to do a
but
motion.
you should probably have a motion that you'll
Yeah.
go with that.
I'll make the motion that we
I'll
accept
second
the.
it.
Okay. Nick made the motion, Charlie second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Done.
Hey, we got a tractor.
We should have a tractor.
It'll be the same as we had last year.
Yes, that's what he said. And it's just what but it said, he said in here, one-time payment sheet.
Yep. The same as what we've, for some reason it didn't print it.
So we get that.
It's the same as, what we did last year. So, but I'll have to see if we have to do a letter of intent. I'm gonna,
Okay. No.
We probably won't get out of here till 7. I've seen this before.
Close your down for dinner?
Sure. I have to buy because I was late. So.
Where were you
That's why I brought peace offerings.
Don't let them off the hook either. It's T-bone steaks for everybody, right?
that I should have something back from Joe at that time, so we have to do a letter of intent and like we had you guys. So,
Josh is gonna come to 2 with the plow truck.
Oh.
So, out of over curiosity, what are you gonna yell at us about? Oh, that I did right, so I didn't even know they ran one.
Good morning.